In this week's episode, we're celebrating Mickey Mouse's birthday like it's his last. Disney's gone all out with the festivities, food, and merchandise. Just wait until he turns 95. The guys are all here to relate their birthday celebration, trials, and tribulations. Early next year, Captain Marvel will be flying into DCA just in time for her film. Lots of cool info about Galaxy's Edge was revealed at the recent Destination D event. Once this Christmas nonsense is over, the official countdown will begin. Also, Dumbo trailer, Ralph Ruins VR, Mickey mixes some tape, and more on this Life Day episode of the MousePIRE podcast.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Diggs.
I'm Tim.
I'm Dan.
Welcome to MousePIRE, your source for Disney, Star Wars, and everything in between. This is the podcast where both empires collide. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MousePIRE podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Uh-oh.
The apprentice lives.
What is this?
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. Think help me how to show up.
You never had a friend like me.
Some imagination, huh?
Made you look.
Happy New Year.
Hello.
We're New Year's already?
Oh, wait.
Birthday.
No.
Well,
Oh, wait. It's somebody's birthday?
Anniversary.
Oh, it's the Star Wars holiday special.
No.
Oh, no, that's later.
That's
Later.
later.
Wait.
That's later.
Um,
no, wait, that was not later. That was years ago.
We got
Wait.
Wookies. Land.
Life Day.
What?
What?
Life Day.
That's today?
No, Life Day was whatever the day of the holiday special anniversary was.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that.
the same day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. That guy, the one who replaced Oswald.
Oh,
The one who I said isn't there.
that was Oswald's brother.
Right.
Mortimer?
Mortimer.
The other one.
Oh.
So yeah, Mickey Mouse.
The one-
I know him.
That guy who I said wasn't important anymore.
Right.
The guy that's setting unprecedented patent law, trademark law.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I know it's weird how that's coming up again all of a sudden.
Well, it comes up every year. They have to pay a bunch of money. Basically, the patent and trademark laws were never designed to last 90 years. And every single year, Disney pours a ton of money into protecting their IP because
because of a law that was called that's known as the Mickey Mouse Law that was passed in 1998.
Oh, well, there you go.
Which is actually officially called, funny that we were mentioning his name earlier, is called the Sonny Bono Law because he was one of the original authors of the law when he was in Congress.
Yeah, wow.
And it actually passed 6 months after he died.
For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, basically the laws were not designed to protect a patent or a trademark as long as Disney has protected Mickey, and they don't want it, the way that it's designed is after a certain number of years, and I don't know what that is, might be 20 or 30 or 40, but these characters become public domain where anybody can use them, which is why Disney's able to do a lot of the stories that they've done over the years. Frozen, for instance, is a public domain story, as was Cinderella and Snow White and Little Mermaid, for instance.
By the way, Tim's here.
Hi.
That's been talking for the last 2 minutes.
I don't shut up.
They know.
Hey, Dan the mailman's here too.
Dan's here.
Yeah, Dan's here.
Dan's on break.
Just got mailed in.
Yeah, so besides keeping himself legal,
Whoa.
Mickey Mouse celebrated a birthday or something.
He is an old dude.
He is. Well, I mean, it's well documented that I think this is an unimportant birthday, but they always have to find an excuse to have a party.
You think it's
even if the party isn't until next year? But we'll get to that too.
You think 90's unimportant?
Yeah, to someone who's infinity. We've had this. I don't know if we might have had this discussion when you weren't here, but I made the argument that a 90-year birthday to a person is important.
True.
You know, we like when I was a kid, we flew all the way to Toledo, Ohio, because it was my great grandmother's 90th birthday. That's something you do. But for somebody like Mickey Mouse, who obviously well established, will be around for in perpetuity. 90 years is really, really insignificant. Just like how I made the argument about the time of the 60th, that Disneyland's 60th birthday was really insignificant, other than the fact that they actually have a stone that's devoted to it. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have known what to do if diamonds didn't represent 60.
So let me ask you a question.
So they have married people to thank for that shit.
Based on you saying that the 60th is insignificant.
The 60th or the 90th, yes.
Of the next 3 big birthdays
For Disneyland or Mickey?
for Disneyland, or I mean any character or person, but Disneyland specifically, which one's going to be the least significant? 70, 75, or 80? Because you've got that 75 right in the middle, where 65 is not a big deal, but 75 really
Ideally,
is.
I would like to see them just skip the 70 and the 80 and go straight to the 75 for a big celebration and then next to the 100. But you know that's not going to happen. They're obviously going to they're going to celebrate Disneyland's 100th or 90th birthday the same way they're celebrating Mickey's 90th birthday with all the hoopla they can.
Oh, I think way more even when the park turns 90.
They will take advantage of it no matter what, and it'll be probably the same celebration. As far as least important, clearly the 80th and the 70th are both as least important compared to the 75.
I think of the 3, the 70th would probably be the least important.
But as far as getting back to Mickey, yeah, no, I mean, to me, for something that's basically can live forever, a 90th birthday is just an excuse. You know, they could have just waited, 10 more years. The 90th doesn't mean any more than the 89th or the 91st.
But they sold merchandise, man.
Well,
they need
everybody gobbled it up.
$7 million.
And they gave out buttons that didn't even say 90 on them.
No, I just said happy birthday.
Which
I have one of them, right?
And they were almost carbon copies of the one from the year before that was just teal instead of yellow.
Well, and then the one before that was...
I didn't see the one before
like
that, so I
another
can't
color
speak.
of the same exact thing, too.
Because that birthday didn't matter. It was only 88.
All right, so let's talk about the birthday celebration.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Who was there?
I was there.
I was there.
Dan was there.
I was there.
You were?
Mr. Knight was there.
Mr. Knight was there.
Yeah.
And
I was watching football.
so we had the announcement a while back that they were going to have the celebration parade starting at It's a Small World, coming down the parade route, taking a turn to in front of the castle, then continuing down Main Street.
Why do I have a feeling it's not how it went?
It did not go that way.
No.
That's what the Disney Parks blog said. And so when I got there, the plan was to go find a spot for the parade. And I was like, okay, so I walk over into the park right there in front of the train station on Main Street, packed. And then they had some roped off areas for reserved people or whatever it was. So I make my way down to the castle.
Don't they know who you are?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he's a passhole.
I walk down to the castle, and there is nobody sitting in front of the castle.
Because it doesn't technically, or it's not supposed to turn that way, right?
Right. But they said that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, they did say that.
And there's no one set up, like no, guest sitting there. I'm like, I don't think this is coming to the castle. Talked to one of my friends who worked there, and we were told that it was going to stop right in front of Tomorrowland. That's where it was going to stop to do the performance. And I was like, dang. And then I guess
lazy.
There was a one of the parade coordinators there.
Well, that's the normal route, though.
Yeah, but this is what the blog said. So there was a coordinator there said, I guess someone said, oh, but they said that they were going to stop over here. She said, no, I am the parade coordinator. The Parks blog was wrong. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to stop right in front of Tomorrowland, like right there, that sign, the entrance.
Yeah, where they cross you over
Right.
during the parade.
We must have
or
missed
during
the sign that
fireworks.
said parade route subject to change without notice.
Yeah, you're right.
So so basically, it started. It's a small world. Came down, stopped in Small World Plaza, where you have those risers and you can stand up there. Stopped there. Came down, stopped in front of Tomorrowland, and it continued down Main Street. I think it was supposed to stop in Main Street between in the middle, and then go down to in front of the what do you call it, the train station. I don't know if it stopped in front in between Main Street. 'Cause
So,
I didn't.
I
check
wanna
that out.
ask
I don't
how
think I did.
big-
I've only seen video
Yeah, so I
over by not the train station, the firehouse maybe.
I don't know. I
I
haven't
don't
seen
remember.
any
Yeah,
videos.
I don't remember.
I do want to ask how big the parade was, but before you answer that, this is another case, just like I talked about 2 weeks ago, of the Parks blog or Disneyland Today or something, and they announce something, and the people that work in the park just simply don't care what's been already promised to the guests. They're just going to do it how they want to do it, and they really just don't care.
No, they don't. They just
Because what was the
Second example
for it to
of
go
that
in
a
front of the
matter a
castle?
couple
What was the
weeks.
plan for it to do a loop and then down?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it would
yeah.
do.
it would have made that little make a
Right-hand
right.
turn.
So coming down from Matterhorn, it would have made a right, then a loop that way instead of this way.
Yeah.
Circle around.
Yeah.
So it would have went this way and then down
Yeah.
Main Street instead of going
By
this way,
Frontierland,
like every
Frontierland.
other parade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What would be the reason to do that instead of the normal
Well,
Because
you
it's
would've-
Mickey Mouse, it's a big birthday, and they want to be right in front of the castle.
Yeah, you would have thought it would have a performance
photo
in front
op
of the-
in front of the castle?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
So it didn't happen that way, and
Because the parade coordinator just determined that it was her decision.
I don't know if it was her decision or it was already planned that way. And the Parks blog again got information wrong, but it didn't happen that way. I met up with Mr. Knight, and then Dan came to meet up. We're over there at Alice in Wonderland restrooms. We just watched it from there. Well, we watched them go down the street. We didn't watch any performances
Right.
because, then they stop and they do the happy birthday, blah, 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 shoot confetti, and
So what does the parade consist of? Because that's what I was unsure about.
just the characters. Of course, Mickey and Minnie what were they in the?
They're in a convertible with the ambassadors.
Oh, they were there?
Yeah, the ambassadors were in front.
I
of them.
wasn't paying attention.
Oh no! The only reason I recognize the ambassadors is because I met one in person when
the new
Circle-
ambassadors.
No, they weren't the new ones. They're the ones that are current.
No, this
Oh,
year's.
those they haven't started yet.
No, they were
Oh,
they were
okay.
at Circle D when Circle D opened in Norco.
Those are the ones that were in the video inside of Star Wars with the AT-AT.
Yeah, I think so.
You're an AT-AT.
Thank you.
So it was just that, and then the characters walking down this main street. Then they have some characters on the omnibus, and then you had the Dapper Dans on
Dapper
the
Dans on the
omnibus.
omnibus.
Just the omnibus. Any other and a convertible. Was the fire truck in it, or
Were they?
were there any other
I can watch the video.
quote
Don't
unquote
they usually use all the
floats?
vehicles? Usually,
Sometimes they do. I think they were in the fire truck.
usually
I
they
think
have.
they were in the fire
yeah,
truck.
miscellaneous characters usually go on the fire truck.
So this is kind of similar to like when the football team wins, and they bring
Yes.
them to Disneyland.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
mini parade,
Yeah,
so to speak.
yeah.
It's basically every one of their little mini parades is basically the same formula.
It was just all those characters together, which you don't see.
You know, it would have been cool, in my opinion. And I know they don't do that where you can see more than one Mickey at a time in different areas. But if they just bought for his, again, it's a big birthday, they brought out all the different Mickey costumes,
That would have been cool.
even the old ones and stuff. But they could have.
Once again, it's only the 90th. Just wait until the 100th.
100th.
You'll bring out 100
That's when you'll
Mickeys.
probably see like something like 100 different Mickeys. Yeah.
If we're alive,
They would have to explain that it's like a dream sequence or something, and that's why Mickey's dreaming of all the other outfits he's worn.
That could be a
or-
good theme.
Dream of
That would be cool for Mickey's 100 if they just had all the Mickeys and they explained it with, Mickey's dream of his past or
I
something.
think they've done that before. Wasn't there something similar when the Shanghai opening had multiple Mickeys in it?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe in Shanghai they know that Mickey's not real, and we don't get that here.
Oh, well, that could be.
wait, hold up. They're on the fire truck. They were on Mickey, Minnie, and the
Okay.
ambassadors are on the fire truck.
You know who Rebecca had pointed out to me and saw in the parade, was surprised to see, was the female Chip and Dale, the chipmunk, the female chipmunk.
Hmm.
We didn't even know that. I haven't even seen her ever in the park. Our park.
She was in I think she was in Toontown.
I know
one
she's
time.
popular in the. She said I guess she's popular in the Asian parks,
I know I've seen her in Toontown. Like someone posted a
like over
picture.
by Chippendale's house, or just walking around, or
No, they do. They used to do like little meet and greets, like by Roger Rabbit,
Oh,
things like
okay.
that. So I mean, I know I've seen her before in the parks, but then they also had Merlin.
I saw Merlin in the same picture.
I
Yeah,
was like, wow.
show me Brer Fox. Yeah.
No. Is that what you're talking about next to the I
The
don't know who you're talking
chipmunk.
about. The chipmunk.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the same. Because there's Merlin. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see Merlin. I thought that was.
Yeah, because he was right next to her, I think, and yeah, that was really cool to see him too. But yeah, it's cool to see Brer Fox.
Yeah, it was just neat to see a whole bunch of different characters all at once that you don't. Some of them.
Well, last time we saw
Yeah.
Brer Fox was that time
Long
on the
lost
bridge
friends.
during that AP party
Right.
when they were switching out the bears with the country bears.
Right.
What's an AP party?
Exactly. I saw one in my memories from on actually the one that had Darn Carnage.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah.
it was today.
Oh
It was
wow.
it was in my memories from yesterday, I think. I'm like, oh, memories, AP parties.
So I mean, the it wasn't a big deal. The parade thing was. I mean, I would have loved to have seen the performance, but whatever. It wasn't something I had to have seen.
It was packed.
It was crazy packed.
So did we talk about that?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
But we can talk about
I'm
it now.
surprised that they had the parade had the performances instead of just having the usual thing up at the train station
Right.
like they usually do.
Well, you would.
I don't know if they thought that would be more fair.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe they were maybe they knew that it was going to be busy, and so they wanted to go ahead and spread it out so they can spread out the people on the parade route. But yeah, it was packed. It was crazy getting into Toy Story parking lot. I was pulling in, and Dan was asking me if I was there yet, and you were getting on the bus, right? When I
Right,
said
yeah,
I
I was
was
getting on the
barely
bus.
pulling in, and so there was a big old line to get on the bus. At a certain point, I was thinking, maybe we should walk.
It got that bad for you? Our line moved really quick.
Well, I was thinking before you told me, because you said the line moved quick.
The bus moves quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, should we walk? And, we didn't walk. We got on the bus pretty quick. And then we got to the park. And Dan said that the line went all the way to Harbor.
Yeah, it did. It was ridiculous.
But when we got there, there was no lines because he also said that they opened up more security.
Yeah, they did.
And then we noticed.
I had to wait in line. You got the extra security.
Then-
Is this the security thing we were supposed to talk about?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was just curious.
And then they basically were doing that thing where they let people go without going through the metal detectors.
Oh, I took advantage of that quick.
Did you?
I looked
you
at him. I was there when they opened the two more security lanes, and then I looked at all the people and I said, I'm gonna kind of hang back because I know this guy's gonna open that up and I don't have to go through security through the metal detectors. And sure enough, he did. I told the wife, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did that thing to get people moving. But
They're still doing the bag check though.
They were doing the bag check, and then they were shuffling people through the metal detectors like they always do. But when it backs up at the metal detectors, a lot of times they'll just open the gate and let you go until
After bag check, though.
after bag check.
Yeah, I don't think they've never gotten to the point where they'll let people just go through bag check. If anything, they'll just start faking it at bag check, but they'll never just like strictly let you go.
Oh, right. It was pretty, crowded trying to get into that.
What time was this?
Oh my gosh. Thank you for asking that because I was at, I got to the parking lot at 9:30 in the morning. Yes, it was 9:30 in the morning for me.
Okay, so we left the house at like 7:30, and then
I got up at 7:30.
we left the house at 7:30. We pulled in to the structure, and they were already diverting to Toy Story. So if you didn't take the flyover from the freeway, you were going to Toy Story. We have handicap, so they waved us through though, and it still took half an hour to get to the toll booths. Upstairs, they were already at this point parking on Minnie, which is the 6th floor, and I looked over, and every single floor was what appeared to be full, or at least the last lanes.
I was
were
gonna
full.
say that could be just that end,
But
the
this
north
is like
end.
8:15 a.m.
Right.
I mean, the park had just opened 15 minutes prior, and the structure appeared to be full.
I
I've never seen that ever.
And they were moving people over to Toy Story because when I pulled over, because I turn right into Toy Story, I always do. I never want to turn left. There were people on the left, though, coming in from the other side who got redirected from the parking structure.
Yeah.
So every time the flyover gets full, when the 5 backs up, they close the structure and reroute everybody. But I think they were rerouting you. I don't know how they rerouted you.
They didn't reroute us because I have handicaps, so we were able to go through.
Yeah,
but I know someone who does have handicap, and they weren't allowed to go through.
There's a certain level where they do let you, and there's another level where they say, "Oh, screw it, you got to go over there too."
Because they closed the parking structure at
about 1 o'clock.
No, after what was it? One.
I was going to
More
look
like
up that
1:30
right now.
Because yeah, 1 o'clock. That's right. Because I think she got there about 2 or something.
See, but Mr. Knight got in that way too, and he didn't have a problem.
Yeah, but our friend, she went. She tried to get through there, and then they said no, you have to go over there, and she has handicap. So anyway, real quick, I wanted to say that there was I guess there was a girl who walked. She was there the same time when I was thinking about walking, and she actually walked because Jose saw her just walk.
Okay.
She was there the same time we got there. So basically,
She must be a brisk walker.
Well,
in other words, the point is it's a good thing you didn't walk.
Yes, that was the point.
The Mickey and Friends closed at 1:30 and reopened at 3:15.
Okay, because because she got there.
Does it say that it closed early?
What?
Does it say that it closed in the morning early too?
No,
because it was closed when they were.
The only thing I think of is that when they close early in the morning, but then they reopen and close, I think periodically so much that they don't actually make announcements when they do it in the morning.
Yeah, they never do.
Only if it's going to be probably for more than an hour.
I would say so.
But I think in the morning what they're doing is they're just opening, closing.
Maybe they filled every level like closest to where you enter that level.
They do that sometimes.
And then they left the rest for later, but the roof was totally full. The whole thing was full.
Was it on fire?
No.
Yeah, sometimes they'll fill everything, everything north of the divider in the middle of the parking structure.
So there was so many people there, and I'm guessing you didn't watch the parade, Tim, because you were trying to buy a Mickey Sipper.
Yeah, we were at DCA.
So there was, of course, we talked about the Mickey Sipper that was coming out for the birthday, and everyone was there to get one. When I was
for $27,
I paid.
How much it was?
I paid $22. So when I got there, I was walking down Main Street and I saw the line for the Coke Corner. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I saw the line for Jolly Holiday. That was crazy. I was like, and one of my friends said, hey, you going to go get the Sipper? I said, no, I'm going to look for a spot for the parade first. I'll worry about that later. And then when we met up with Mr. Knight gave us a list of where they were selling the Sippers, where you can get your discount.
Where the prices were, yeah.
And
what was the cheapest one?
It was...
What was your discount? What
was the cheapest base price?
$24.99.
Plus tax.
For a Sipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They're really well made.
They're heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah.
Heavy. The plastic is thick.
It's nice. It actually is nice.
The rubbery kind of plastic instead of
so it's the Pluto quality.
Better.
There's nothing better than Pluto.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't look like a Sipper. It looks like something you would put on display like that.
So in other words, they probably should have made it into a popcorn bucket.
Wouldn't be big enough.
Well, I guess.
So yeah, lines everywhere. People waiting hours in line, and you know what? We watched the parade. After that, we met. Like I said, we met up with Mr. Knight, and we'll talk about what we did later. But after we left him, we were gonna go look for the Sipper, and since he gave me the list, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go to DCA. I'm going to go over to Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta because you know what? No one goes over there. Every time you walk into that restaurant, it's always empty. I walked in there, and there was just like a regular line of people getting food. I got my Sipper and waited 5 minutes.
The longest line you'll have there is trying to get pasta if they're backed up on making pasta.
So I ate that day. I mobile ordered lunch at...
I don't
ate that day.
Why?
I'm not anorexic. Anyway,
but you can't mobile order the Sipper.
No, you can't mobile order the Sipper. But I didn't actually buy the Sipper.
Did you try?
I did actually, but I didn't actually buy the Sipper. So, all right. I mobile ordered lunch at Hungry Bear. And so when I went to go pick up my order, the line for Hungry Bear was all the way down that ramp.
Wow.
That's where the line went to eat. So I don't know if it was because that was one of the places selling the sipper.
Yes, it was.
Because Galactic Grill was packed too when I passed Galactic Grill before I met up with you guys. It's the only reason I can think why it would be that long.
Yeah.
There was no reason for it. Like I mobile ordered and I got off a Haunted Mansion and I put in my order, I'm here. And as soon as I walked over there, within 5 minutes I had my food. So first of all, suckers.
Yes.
Second of all, I don't know. I guess it must have been for the sippers. Only
Yeah.
But I walked right past all those people to go find a place to sit down.
So yeah, the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta had them, and like I said, there was like no line, just basically people going getting their pizza and stuff like that.
I heard that the next day too. That was like the best spot to go to.
Yeah.
And again, we don't even think to go over there because nobody goes over there.
All day on social media, people were posting where to get it, where it was only like a 5-minute wait, and that was before you even said anything about it.
I wasn't even on my phone that much.
Parks and
all I
Cons
know
did
is
the
that
same thing.
at the beginning of the day, we waited like, I don't know, 90 minutes or so, and then
You could use a wet in, kept going back out, going.
well, they're not open
Parks and
at
Cons
that
got
time.
it by Hyperion, I believe.
And we didn't know how many they'd have, right? So I mean, they could have, for all we know, they could sell out by noon. Because they're only supposed to be available one day, so of course they're going to drastically underproduce them. It wasn't until later a friend of mine said they had something like 30,000 of them, but
There was like, once I saw the list of where they're at, and they're in like 20 spots, then you know that there's plenty of them.
yeah.
So by the end of the night, the last place I went was Alien Pizza Planet. I was in there just chilling,
And they still had them?
and they still had them there right when they closed. They closed at 10 o'clock because I was there, and I saw Michael post that he wanted one. So I messaged him. I said, "Hey, I'm right here right now. If you want one, I can grab you one." And he said, "Yes."
$3?
No, he hasn't paid me yet.
That was the service charge.
He hasn't paid me yet, but
In payments of $3?
probably.
$3 payments.
But they had it. It was 24, like I said, $24.99, or
You get
right,
15% off.
$24.99, with the drink, or $25.99 with the frozen drink. I went the frozen drink route because I'm like, you know what? I've never tried this one, so
Right.
I'm a dollar more. Big
What'd they
deal.
let you have?
Like
a Goofy's Glacier type
it's
thing?
like an icy.
Okay.
Basically, they have two flavors over there.
Well, I mean, you're going to be getting most of that money back from Mike.
So, I mean, I went that route and got that and paid $23 instead of paying $22. So, yeah, they had plenty that night. And then I was asking Anthony if he heard, or if anyone heard that if they had any the next day.
That's what I was trying to figure
Because
out. Yeah.
what I was wondering is because I know that they had plenty at the end of the night and they closed their doors. They're closed. Were they going to sell the rest the next day?
Or are they all going to property control
Right.
or whatever, yeah.
So I didn't hear anybody saying that they had bought one the next day. But
Interesting. They'll probably not send them to property control here. They'll probably do it in Florida or send them one to the outlets in Florida. So it's like a completely different coast or something. But you'd think that they would have kept selling them. I mean, if they had 5,000 left or something at the end of the night, you'd think that they'd just keep selling them the next day.
But then you would have seen everyone, even at your page. Oh, I got one today. Trying to brag, I got one today, and didn't have to wait in line.
Yeah, there's no way that if they had been selling them on Monday that you guys would have not heard about
Yeah.
somebody buying them on Monday. Because people don't know how to shut up about that sort
Oh, and
of thing.
we asked in a bunch of groups. I think Elizabeth asked in a bunch of groups as well. Like, has anybody seen them today available? I just want to see. Did Disney stick to their word?
Right.
They announced it was a one-day only thing. Did they actually do that?
Same with the shirts.
Did you notice though that the birthday hat part is a separate piece?
Yes.
So I was thinking that one of the reasons that they did that is so that they can just offer the same thing later, but without the cap. They just remove the birthday hat part of it, and then they can just offer the same item.
Oh, guarantee they will.
The thing is they on the point of sale said Mickey Celebration Sipper with
Yeah, like as if it was two items.
with birthday hat or with straw.
Birthday hat, straw, yeah.
So I was like,
you're going to be seeing that.
that's how they were to justify the $25 for the, because you're getting two
You
things.
get two items. It's a $20 sipper and a $5 straw.
Yeah.
Whatever thing.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
dirty.
Yeah, it is dirty.
I pointed that out to a friend halfway through the day was like, oh, this is how they're justifying
Right.
the price.
Right.
As granted, they had them at some of the counter service restaurants. Like you said, you went to a couple. Later in the day, I found a couple with a less weight that were like that, like the Chinese restaurant and stuff. But in the beginning of the day, when everybody was like hella lined up, they were waiting for an hour, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It was at the locations that offered no discount. At least at DCA.
right.
All three of the places that I had a line before 11 a.m., no discount.
Now
Or
over there
10:30
at Boardwalk,
Because Disney was saying "F you" to all the people that showed up early and was like, stand in your line.
That's pretty much how it works. these
Around
days.
2:00, we'll have them available everywhere.
You can get them now for sure and pay the higher price and wait forever, but you're guaranteed, because you got there early. Or you can take your chances and maybe you pay less and get one later.
I'd take my chances.
Maybe.
so at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, you went in there. You had to pay for it first before you can get it. It kind of didn't make sense to me because they had a counter with the cast members and they had all the sippers there. So you had to go and pay for it, and then you come back and show them the receipt and they give it to you.
That's
Because you're-
probably because that's the highest.
It's because you were
that-
black, huh?
Probably.
Well, yeah. No, that restaurant has more people that walk out with free food than probably any other. So that's probably why they did that.
Over at the Pizza Planet, they had them on top like they usually do. You just grab it. You can put the drink inside if you want or whatever, and then you go and pay for it. And I didn't pay attention because they don't have the straws on top, and I didn't even think
Yeah,
about it.
because they have to give you your straw at the register.
So then I go and pay for it, and the guy gives me the straw, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even think about it because it was for Michael anyway." So if he didn't get a straw, well.
Did you get a lid?
The Pizza Planet. I'm so happy they finally changed the name officially.
Yeah.
Is another one where people walk out without paying all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it gets so crowded in there; it's
Yeah.
easy to do.
Yeah.
Not that I do it, or we.
Well, that's why it doesn't make any sense why they would do it at one and not at the other.
Right.
It's just
Those,
that has
those
to have
are
been
the two that are
that
the
had to have
worst.
been a particular decision of the manager of the restaurant itself.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe
This
the people
isn't-
at Pizza Planet don't
this
realize
isn't,
how bad they're getting ripped off, and the ones at Boardwalk do. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I guess it depends. I mean, maybe one of them read the Chipotle article.
What was the Chipotle article?
Never mind. If you saw it, you would understand what I meant. If you didn't, then you wouldn't.
Oh,
I'm not going to try and explain it.
poop.
All right. So besides the Mickey Sipper, they had all tons of merchandise, and the other thing that was popular was the plush, the Mickey plush.
Sold out 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., right?
I don't know. I was going to ask you because you're the
Yeah, that's what I
That's
heard.
what
'cause
I heard.
I told you that, but then I saw posts today that people had them. They had them 4 or 5 hours ago at the park.
really.
They have
By
them
the time-
again. They have them again today on Tuesday,
Yeah.
but on Sunday they were gone super
Oh
fast.
wow.
What about the shirt?
I didn't see the shirt, but I know
never saw the
they
shirt.
had 2 pins that they released.
Forgot
Right.
about those.
Instead of, it would have made sense if they'd released them on the normal Thursday or held them back to release on Sunday with all the other on the actual birthday.
Oh yeah, they let them out early, huh?
No, they let them out on Friday.
Yeah.
and they were sold out by Saturday. So like
Well, it kind of makes
Does
sense.
that include the jumbo?
one was
I know there was a
one was in
jumbo.
like an AP jumbo, and
I
then the
saw
other
that
one
one.
was a limited release. So they probably 10,000.
Because there was
small
a
ones.
there was a AP post specifically about the jumbo pin.
Oh really?
Yeah,
What did it say?
it,
It was a jumbo pin.
It said, hey, there's a jumbo pin.
I don't know about today. I mean, I can look it up, but I mean, yeah.
We go on Thursdays usually to get pins, and it's hard to go back the very next day on Friday unless it's like something really important. So I said,
Why?
oh,
Get in the car and go.
okay. It's sometimes hard to go back. So I just said, hopefully they'll be there Sunday. A lot of people can't go Fridays.
Jeff would go, dude.
Well, Jeff? Well, Jeff has to go. I just got to make better friends with Jeff, right? And be
Yes.
like, Jeff, I need you to get me a
No.
He probably won't do it.
Yeah, so he can't even take pictures for me. So
He takes pictures for himself.
yeah, but when I ask for something,
Jeff, you're supposed to be here,
This
right?
actually, this post was from Thursday, and it says about the AP exclusive jumbo Mickey pin, and it says releasing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they released them when they said they would. Actually, You would just have to actually follow Disneyland AP to have known that. But if they originally said they were going to release them on Sunday, that is still dirty no matter how you look at it. And, well, it shouldn't really be a surprise anymore considering all the crap that we've been...
I just think it's generally dirty when they, like, mess with the dates of when stuff's coming out.
Well, if you say one thing and then do another, that's always dirty.
All right, so on this dirty topic, I'm going to say something real quick about dirtiness. When we got to the park, we're going into the gate, and there was 2 people in front of us, and they had to print out the tickets. So one guy gets the tickets, and boom, he goes in the park, and then the girl hands the ticket, and the cast member goes, "This ticket's already been used." I was like, "What?" And there goes,
"Oh, I got in the wrong line."
They're like, "Huh?" They're all, "Yeah, who's this?" Because it's on the cast members, scanner.
They take their picture, right?
And they're like, and the other guy's like, they're trying to say, "Oh, I don't know," but they knew all along who that person was.
Right.
Yeah, they got denied. I was like, "Damn,
Ooh,
dirty!"
Why?
Trying to use someone else's ticket.
You used to be able to get away with the 1-day ticket thing for a long time, until maybe a year ago, when they switched to everybody gets a picture taken. If you found somebody that had a 1-day, 1 park or 1-day park hopper, and you had a photo of yourself inside the park, it really didn't matter from when. As long as you had a picture of yourself inside Disneyland.
That actually wasn't
they'd
that
let
long
you in.
ago, a year ago, because I remember seeing not long ago My Memories, our podcast where we talked about them not doing hand stamps.
I mean,
Yeah.
Diggs knows when back in the day, you'd take advantage for your friends. You want your friend to come. You know
Well,
the system.
back in the day, you do the hand stamp.
Oh yeah, with the
do like-
highlighter,
Rub it on
the
your
sticker.
hand.
You used to be able to, they had the great hand stamps that had the awesome smell, right?
Yes.
And what you do is you go and you get a nice vinyl sticker, and the minute they put it on, you put a sticker over the top of it, and then you can peel that sticker, and under the right light, use a highlighter to like backfill it in, and then use it as an applicator.
I think it's a dirty.
On one raver day, man, we must have put like 50 people hand stamps through.
The
I don't know
best
where
ones.
my ticket went, but
the
I do
best
have all these
ones-
beads.
The best ones, real quick, is when Universal back in 2001 or 2002, I think it was, started the buy a day, get a year free.
Oh yeah,
Was people going into the parks and or people looking for tickets on the ground. I know so many people that I worked with, employees that would walk around the park looking for tickets on the floor, so that way they can use them to then go get a annual pass with it.
for themselves, or
For
fa-
themselves,
family,
or they would like tell a family member to come over and they'd give it to them. Or I know so many people that were like doing some shady shit when Universal first started that, because all you needed was a ticket that was used that day, and you could go take it back to the ticket booth and get
Yeah,
an
because
annual pass.
there's no accountability. in
No,
whose
there was
ticket it
no accountability. There was no, they didn't do pictures or anything like that. Anybody could just pick up a used ticket and go get an annual pass with it.
So anyway, tons of people there. When I was leaving, I left right before the fireworks.
So did we, yeah.
And oh my God, Main Street was just crazy.
I was in World of Disney right about that time, about 8:30 or so, and I've never been in that store. Old design, new design. I've never been in it so busy. Every single line, because there's only 3 lines to check out now. Every single one was out the zigzag, and they'd created like more zigzag. It was
You're a zigzag.
yeah. I didn't buy some things that I had wanted.
about
and just
zigzags.
said I'm going back.
I do. I did that yesterday at
It was
Vaughn's.
crazy. It was crazy.
I did that at Vaughn's yesterday.
Zigzags?
No.
Oh.
But the lines were too long and we left.
Advance? Oh, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Left his groceries dirty.
Because there was not. I put back the one item that was a refrigerated item.
Well, how nice of you.
But we only had like 5 items. I'm like, I'm not going to stand in a big old long line for 5 items.
I'm going to do that tomorrow.
And they don't have self-checkout. So I'm like, well.
Just find the 24-hour store and do it tonight.
Nah. I'll be up before.
I'd rather spend
everybody.
6
I'll
hours
do
in the
that.
store.
My Stater Brothers isn't that bad. I have to go to Costco tomorrow, though.
They closed
Right when
our
they open.
Stater Brothers.
Really?
Stater Brothers.
I never heard
What's
of
next?
Stater Brothers.
All right. So anything else about Mickey's birthday?
No, it was a lot of people. Ride times when everything was going on in the morning, when everybody's waiting for the parade,
Probably
were pretty short.
fantastic, right?
Yeah, I got on Star Tours in less than 20 minutes. And I think I grabbed a max pass for Haunted Mansion. Yeah, actually, looking at the times all day, ride times weren't that bad.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think we ever left California Adventure. We were there for 12 hours.
The longest lines were for merchandise.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, that's what we were. We were looking for merch and for sippers and, you know, all the stuff that you could only get one day. Oh, you know what else they had? Was these, you know, the Mickey kitchen sink at the ice cream shop?
Yeah, I heard about
They
that.
had a Minnie Mouse skirt kitchen sink now. Those were pretty cool. I think they sold out of them, but supposedly, according to the blog, it was an item that would be offered
Hey, the blog.
for 3 days starting Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But
means
they
it's
sold
gone
out.
now.
They sold out Sunday, but all the cast members said that they were going to be bringing these items back into regular stock. This was like just their test run. So
I don't see why they wouldn't. You know, it's popular and everyone's going to want it. So that's just more money, you know, they can make off of it.
Hey, Tim, you know how to tell when the blog's lying?
when their lips
They
are
publish.
moving. When they publish, yeah.
All right, so
When-
real quick, like I said, met up with Dan there, and his son came up to me, said, "Sup?"
Yeah, I told him to do that.
What's up, bro?
All right, so yeah, it was cool. A lot of people. I was tired. I left, like I said, right before the fireworks.
And we still had a good day. I mean, I was there until about almost 3. We had a good day.
Whoa. So late?
He had to go
I had to go record my podcast.
Oh.
Extraordinary Culture
I
podcast.
thought you had to check in.
No, my wife was with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that his wife was there.
Oh,
He actually-
right.
Diggs actually met my wife.
Oh, yeah. So you weren't going to end up on the couch.
All right, so last week we talked about how they were adding snow over to Grizzly Peak area, and I went over there just to go see how or what they were doing and how they were basically putting on a show and see what it was all about. So earlier in the day, I didn't know what time it was. It's not in the app. They don't give you information on entertainment stuff anymore.
I mean, like the parade?
You're right.
Yeah.
So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to send a tweet to Disneyland today and say, hey, what time does the snow fall in Grizzly Peak? So I was just waiting and waiting, and they never, told me anything. And then they finally sent me a tweet back saying, hello, while we don't have an exact time to share, we recommend walking through Grizzly Peak after dusk as the occasional snowfall will occur intermittently.
Oh, they answered you.
They're saying that snow's going to fall.
Well, they have a snow show now over there in that area.
I was
Yeah.
We talked
using
about it
the
last week.
facility.
You weren't here, so you missed that.
Before they even replied, I asked a cast member, hoping that they weren't going to lie to me.
Yeah.
So I asked a cast member over there at the entrance to the Redwood Challenge Trail. I said, "What time does the snow fall?" And she said, 5:30. And it was 5:26. I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm
So right
here."
now, then,
Basically,
should have said, "Well, let's stand here together and watch it happen."
I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah.
So 5:30 came on.
Then you could have told her, "Let's hold hands."
No. So it came on at 5:30. They just played a quick little Christmas music. The lights on the trees, they have the jars, like the little lights.
I know you're talking about.
Those they turn off. Those little white lights come on. It was pretty cool.
Are the white lights new?
I
Just for that?
probably, I would say yes, because there's lights on the poles, the light poles, and they turn on. So it's pretty cool.
It might explain, if you remember a few weeks ago, you made a comment about the jars being up already, and you thought it seemed like it was early.
Oh, maybe.
That might explain
Maybe.
because they were putting up those new lights.
So the show was about a minute and 15 seconds.
Is it similar to the one that they used to do at Disneyland?
It's their version of the Kiss Goodnight, right?
Yeah.
Like the after the fireworks.
No,
Kiss
no,
Goodnight.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one they used to do at Christmas, where they used to have the snow in the hub and stuff. Remember when they used to do the snow?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
'Cause they don't do that anymore, right?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
They used to play
do it
music,
before, like,
and then they would do the
fireworks.
lights thing.
Yeah.
In the trees.
It was called the Winter Fantasy.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. No, it was like, I don't know. It was like a minute, 15 seconds. So I was sitting there and I was like, I hope there's more to this. I hope there's more, this is before they even tweeted it out. I said, I hope there's more, they do it every, so often, or else this is stupid.
Oh, if it was just the one time?
Right. So we waited there, and 20 minutes later, it started again. So, okay, cool. So it's basically every 20 minutes. So I wrote back to Disneyland today saying, hey, it's every 20 minutes after dusk for those who will probably ask you since you don't give out entertainment guides.
Now, some questions for the listeners. Or not for the listeners, but I'm asking questions for the listeners on their behalf, so to speak. So it starts at 5:30. It's every 20 minutes. When is the last one? Is it all the way to closing? And from where to where does that take place?
Good questions. I don't know if it actually starts at 5:30. Let's just say it starts at dusk, and then it's every 20 minutes.
Right. So since dusk will change between now and say January 6th or whatever day it is that the holidays end.
Well, that's like how they do the Cars Land sunset deal, where the
Yeah,
lights
yeah,
go off.
yeah,
They do
yeah.
it 2 minutes past the chronological sunset. So, it's
So it
like when
never
you
happens
look
at
up
the same
sunset,
time.
and 2 minutes past that is when you can expect the lights to do their
that
thing.
day it happened to be at 5:30.
Well, that's when I got there.
Right.
It could have been before that, too.
Oh,
at
I see.
5:10.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So I don't
So we
know.
don't know what time it starts.
Right.
then.
That's why I'm saying dusk.
right.
So then every 20 minutes, just hang out there or whatever.
So does it go all the way to closing? That was my one question.
Maybe. I didn't stay there.
Okay,
To
right.
know. I will find out later.
It's interesting that Tim claims he was at DCA the whole entire day, but yet he didn't go over that area, or were you not there in the dark?
We were at the only break we took from standing in line all day was really to go to Lamplight with some friends we met up with.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
right.
didn't. So you didn't.
So at that time, we were at the Lamplight Lounge, which is, by the way, super cool. Expensive.
well, no, but it's every 20 minutes.
The Lamplight Lounge?
No, the
The show, yeah.
the show. You said at that time you were at the Lamplight Lounge, but it happens every 20 minutes forever.
Right, but we didn't know that it existed.
So it's over by, let's just say the Challenge Trail and going towards Mermaid.
So it starts somewhere around the churro cart,
Yes.
and then it goes.
I thought this was on Buena Vista side.
No,
We said Grizzly.
said
well-
Grizzly. Yeah.
Well, the Grizzly Mountain, so to speak, is on.
No, but
Yeah.
the Grizzly
That's what I was
Peak.
thinking.
Grizzly Peak itself.
Because there's no, above the Challenge Trail, going by the attraction, there's no snow machines up there. I was looking, when I first heard about it, I was looking for snow machines. There's
Like
no,
closer to Little Mermaid.
No.
No, by Humphrey.
Yes, by Humphrey.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
not-
That's what I would have thought,
I
too.
thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the other end.
No, I would have
No.
thought an area in front
So if
going
you're
towards
coming,
the ride itself.
if you're coming from Soren and you're going towards
You need to make that curve.
the Challenge Trail,
Oh, I figured it started where the trail starts.
No.
Basically where the dog thing is.
no, it starts where the Challenge Trail starts.
Oh, so it's
From
not
the
even on
entrance.
the so it's even after Grand California entrance.
Yes,
Oh, see,
Yes.
that's dumb. It should be all through that
I
whole
agree.
area.
It should be, but that's where it starts. And I don't know how far it goes. I'm just guessing to the churro cart probably.
Which isn't very far.
No, it's not. So, but you know what? They just played Christmas music.
Okay, maybe it's just hopefully it's just a test.
Yeah.
And that they'll expand it to more
Yeah.
of the at least all the way. You have to have at least go all the way to the plane.
The plane,
So
boss.
you have to have at least go to the dog or to the dog box.
Well, that's what I was thinking too.
Because that's where I assumed it started, was there all the way to the churro cart from the way you had been talking about it and the way other things I had heard. But if it's only from the challenge trail to the churro cart, that's only what, like 500 feet?
If that.
How many snow machines is that? 2?
That's what I was thinking.
It's
Nah,
only
they have-
3
they-
snow machines?
No, they have a few. There's
For that distance, it can't be that many.
there's more than 4 or 5.
Well, doesn't seem like that big of an area.
It is a big area.
Is it from the challenge trail to the churro cart?
Yeah,
Like you could actually see that far.
I'll tell you, there's more than 4 or 5 snow machines.
Oh, okay. Well, it just-
We're like by 3 of them.
Blizzard.
okay. I know there must be a lot of snow then, because that's
Oh, there is a lot
it's
of
not
snow.
a very. That's more snow than they had when they were doing it in at Disneyland.
Just think about when you're walking in the light poles, how far apart light poles are. That's how far apart the snow machines are. They're on every type of light pole.
I don't pay attention.
I
to
inadvertently
light poles.
walked into the one the day that I met up with him and Michael at for Michael's Glow event.
You
last
walked into a
Saturday.
light pole?
No, I walked into this. Walked into the snowfall on Main Street.
Oh, they do snowfall on Main Street.
Yeah, I think it was like 7:30.
I don't know. They take away that stuff and bring it back. So
Yeah, I don't
often that
even
can't
know.
even
Yeah, they
keep
do
track.
because it was a whole little show because they dimmed the lights. They showed the stuff on the buildings and then it's
They show projections.
yeah.
Oh, do they still do the white lights then and the net light on the?
That was that first Saturday though, so I don't even know if they were all done because something wasn't on Main Street.
Yeah, Garland.
Yeah, now it is.
Actually, Sunday was the first day of the Garland.
So
I was going to tell you, but yeah, I knew you'd already be there. So, because the Garland cables were put up Friday night into Saturday, and then the Garland itself was put up Saturday night.
Got you.
So if you guys are over at Grizzly Peak area, check out the snow. It's pretty cool. About a minute and 15
Just
seconds.
don't walk too fast.
Don't walk so fast.
Yeah, don't walk fast. If anything,
Well,
stop completely.
And I like the lights. I like the little lights when they come on and all that's pretty cool.
Go stand next to Humphrey.
And you can get warm because he has a big sweater on.
Speaking of Humphrey, did you see that they finally posted about that?
What?
Disneyland Today finally posted about the Humphrey, the warmers.
Oh, right,
Like, I
right,
think yesterday or something like
right.
that.
Oh, only 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go check that out. Quick little show and get some snow on you.
Yeah, whoa.
Or bubbles.
All right, so speaking of new things over at DCA, but not quite yet, in the spirit of in the past, different people like Doctor Strange and Thor and Loki and others that have just we get a notice about, but they don't tell us anything about when they're going to be coming, and we just have to kind of guess on it. Well, Captain Marvel is the next of those to be coming soon to the parks. Sometime next year will be appearing at DCA. Now, the movie itself, Captain Marvel, opens on March 8th. So, as with Doctor Strange in the past, and other things like Loki and all those, we're just going to have to assume that sometime around March 8th is when Captain Marvel will be appearing in the park as a costumed character.
Meet and greets.
I was going to say costume superhero, but well, no shit. Yes, meet and greets.
Pictures.
We don't know if this will be a standing meet and greet or if it'll be a walking around thing or what it'll be. We don't know where they'll put them, but they will be joining Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Captain America. I didn't even know Black Panther was still there.
Oh yeah, I know, huh? I haven't seen.
Is he still over at 17?
I can't tell you.
Isn't Ralph there right now?
Yeah, Ralph's on one side, on the left side.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Either way, so we'll have more for you when we find out more, probably sometime in January or February.
Maybe she'll be riding on the car.
Oh, she's gonna steal the car back
Yeah.
from Black Widow.
Yes.
She's gonna ride on that. Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, it's if her flying powers are not working.
I don't think she's clear to fly above Disney.
Well, I don't know. She is an Air Force pilot.
Oh well, there you go.
Did anybody see the thing about the new bar?
Oh yeah.
Did you see it? It was like just announced a couple days
Yesterday.
ago.
Like actually announced or announced?
No, like they announced it. There's a new bar. It's an extension of the downstairs of Carthay, and it's a
Oh, I did
floor
see that.
above. I'm looking for it.
I did see that, but I don't remember where.
It's on top where you're walking by.
Yeah.
When you're going towards Bugs Land.
Yeah, what about it?
There's this hidden bar with a secret entrance to California Adventure that nobody knows about until now. This was in San Bernardino Sun and a bunch of other newspapers.
OC Register put it.
Yeah. Essentially, there's like the corner where the actual entrance to Carthay is and the bar downstairs. Just, I guess, probably to the west of that, there's like a gate that goes with some stairs that goes upstairs.
Yeah.
I believe that's the entrance, and you have to know
Code
you have to-
word?
I don't know if there's a code
Secret knock.
word. It's I think you just have to ask, and if there's room, there's 24 seats up there, and if there's room, they'll seat you. There didn't appear to be any code word that I can that I could see in the article. That would be a Disney thing to do, right?
Fidelio.
Fidelio. The code word is Mortimer. The code word is Fauntleroy. You don't know that one?
No, I
That's
don't.
Donald's name. It's Donald's middle name.
Donald Fauntleroy Duck.
See, I knew that one.
Yeah.
You should.
I should. I like that guy.
Nonetheless, they've got this new space up there. It's 24 seats, guaranteed to run through the holiday season, and then they're going to reassess. The reason that they use the outdoor entrance is because at certain hours of the day when the bar gets busy, the restaurant is not busy.
They'll use that space.
They're understaffed at the restaurant, so they don't want to walk people through the restaurant where people could request unused tables, open tables. And if they were walking everybody through there and there's all these open tables, they can't really say, no, you can't have the table, but they're purposely not filling them because they don't have the staff to do it at that hour of the day. They'd rather cram everybody into a busy lunch or dinner shift.
Cram those people.
Cram them in. So, I don't know. I'd like to go check it out. I mean, I'm not a big drinker, but they're saying that for the time being, it's kind of a unknown, feels special type of experience. So it might be cool to go up and have like one cocktail or something.
Make me feel special.
Well, those kind of things are disappearing from Disneyland. You know, the
Because they're talked about on podcasts?
Yeah, the Court of Angels.
Because they took away everything from APs?
Yeah. I mean, we've got all of like, what is it, 19 people listening, so.
It's 21, get it right.
Okay. Well, wait, no, it's 22 because Giselle Gazelle's at home. She's going to be listening this time instead of being here. Did you ask her, by the way, if she listened to her own show?
I didn't ask her that.
I didn't ask her.
I'd be curious what she thinks.
Do you listen to her own show?
I sometimes listen to
He
the
doesn't
show.
even listen to the ones he's not on, so.
Yeah. Well, I definitely don't listen to those. The only reason I
I
listen
know
is to hear
that
myself.
I'm pretty sure she did listen, so she can have her family listen or
Oh, yeah. She did. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. So, but
Oh, here it is. I found it. It was on Disneyland AP. It was yesterday.
I said that.
Oh, you did say that. Oh, did you already read what it said?
No, I said it was yesterday. They announced it.
Okay, yeah, because it says, do you imagine watching the sunset above Buena Vista Street, enjoying some delicious food and sipping on your favorite cocktail?
Oh.
Well, now you can. Join us at the 21 and over Carthay Circle Terrace Lounge for some much-needed you time at this perfect retreat. Space is limited, but they don't tell you any kind of details or what to do. Yeah, it just says there's not even a link. It doesn't even tell you anything.
There's very little info. I just thought it'd be cool to check out only because it was described as being what feels like an exclusive experience, ... at least for the time being. So might as well try it soon before it's jam-packed full of all the Disney noob AP passes.
Well, I mean, at least it's not something they're trying to charge you $40 for. And
Oh, you don't want some cheese?
Not for $40.
Okay. And a
You know how
blocked view of the fireworks?
You know how much cheese I can get for $40?
Hey, do you know how much?
Want a little cheese with that wine?
Hey, do you know what you can get for $70 a day?
Tickets to the park, maybe?
Yes, Disney brought back their 3-day, 1 day per park ticket offer, and they're advertising it as $70 per day. But you do have to purchase the 3-day, 1 park per day ticket, $210.
But there was
So
a line
you
to
do
get
first
into
day at
Disneyland.
one park, second day at the other, and then pick your favorite. But you don't get the park hop.
No park hops. 1 park, 1 day.
1 park, 1 day, but you will be able to add park hopper on there.
Oh yeah, for another
so,
$50.
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
per day.
So for $260 instead of $3 something, you can get a.
$50, isn't it? To add a park hopper
That's what I
per
mean.
day.
That's $50 total for your visit, time of visit. So if you
No,
buy
per day.
if you buy a 5-day ticket,
Oh, I don't even.
it's or a 3-day ticket, whether it's 3 days or 5 days or 2 days, it's $50 extra to add park.
What's the dates? I did notice something interesting about the dates.
They
It says
don't
around-
include the 2 weeks around
it's in
Christmas.
there. No. It's there.
So
It's like until May or something, isn't it?
So the dates are the tickets will be good from January 7th through May 23rd of next year.
So this is starting right after the holiday season.
Yes,
And before summer.
and before summer, and
Before Star Wars specifically.
but they're advertising now. You can buy tickets now. You can go and buy the tickets now.
Oh, because they're making it sound like it might sell out, or those offer tickets might sell out, or something.
I don't know about that. They're just saying that you can go ahead and buy them now for next year.
For clarification, though, this is basically their version of the twofer, the new version of the twofer.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but if you look at with the tiered pricing now, that's actually pretty cheap.
Oh no, it's super
because
cheap.
a lot of the dates in there. There's only is it 1 week that's blocked out? Is it only like 1 week that's blocked out?
April. The blockout dates are April 14th through the 22nd.
That's
It's spring break.
Yeah, but spring break runs basically March through April.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit some not premium pricing. What's the
surge?
Well, yeah, not the top one, but what's the one out? Not peak day, but there's like the one in between.
Right. I don't even know what
Yeah.
they're
Well,
called.
you're saving quite a bit of money by doing that.
I think it's good when they do these things. It's nice that, what is it, 100 and it's on some of those peak days, it's like $115, $117.
Not a peak day. The second one I think is for a park hopper is $160. That's not a peak day.
Right, but if you're doing, what's the one park price for 1 day peak or second? It's like $115 or something, $110. So you multiply that times whatever you're gonna go. You have to, then you get your 3-day pass, and then you add your $50 for park hopping onto it. I mean, they're gonna save like $150 on 3 days.
Just note that the day this ends is a Thursday, and it is the day before the Friday of Memorial Day weekend.
Which is supposedly when.
No, that's not supposedly.
No?
There is no supposedly. That's when I say it's going to happen, I think. Most people seem to think it's going to be the end of June because of something about the blockouts for APs, right? Isn't it the end of June? People keep, that's when it's going to open.
Oh, Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. Because something about the way that the blackouts are at the end of June, people keep saying...
I said June 22nd because grad nights.
Oh.
Done.
Grad nights.
Well, the last one is June 21st or something.
Right.
So after that, I went doing that. There got people saying that it's probably not going to open till August because of D23.
No, that's not going to happen.
Anyway, you can head over to Disneyland.com and you can take advantage of this offer if you guys are interested. And, they have all these rules and stuff. But you know what? I'm not going to read them. You can go over to our MousePIRE page and read all the rules about that.
We don't go by the rules.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dan and I looked up the numbers. The least that a 1 day, one park ticket is $97. The mid price is $117, and the peak price is $135. That's for a 1 day, one park ticket. On top of that, if you want park hopping, whether it's for 1 day up to 5 days, you pay an additional $50. I believe.
Either way, even on that cheapest day, you save at least $70 a ticket.
Yeah, on the cheap day, you're saving
$70 for the 3 days.
All right, so when I went to the parks on that Sunday, and I don't know if it's on the other side too, but on Harbor side, they have construction going on over there. They have fences up and green tarps and things like that.
That made it part of what made it so messy on that side.
Oh, on Harbor.
Yeah, I don't know if they have it over there on the other side.
Well, they have the new structures being built on the other side.
No, but I'm talking about like going into downtown Disney, going into the security area. I'm talking about security to go into the trams.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
This time, no.
So, got word that what they're doing is basically building a permanent structure now for security, because of course the whatever that thing was called, the parking lot that's not happening, since they're not doing that.
Oh, the Eastern Gateway?
Yes, that thing. So they're going to build a permanent structure, and from what I'm hearing, it's supposed to be similar to Universal Studios. And probably
I can't place.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yes. And supposedly they will be getting X-ray machines.
They have X-ray machines.
No, they don't.
Oh, you mean the ones that go?
No, I'm talking about when you go to the airport, you put your bags,
X-ray
scan
machine.
it.
Oh, for bags. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, an X-ray
Cool.
machine.
Can I buy TSA though?
I don't know, dude.
Oh man, pre-check. No?
So that's what I got word on that on Sunday. That's what's happening over there.
I mean, that might actually make things go faster as long as they can get
There is no might about it. It will.
as long as they can get the scan, the wander guys to do their job in an efficient manner and get you to go through the metal detectors in an efficient manner, the actual bag part will go faster.
Oh yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be two separate things. It would be all together. If it's like Universal, which, like I said,
It's all in one shot.
I'll reserve judgment until I see it. But if it really is like Universal, it's all one shot. You put your bag through the X-ray scanner, all your stuff from your pockets into your thing. That goes through the scanner. You go through the metal detector. Basically, like you said, just like at the airport.
Right.
And that's how Universal has been doing it for at least 2 years now. They put in like one of the most amazing security checkpoints you've ever seen. Like it makes the airport one look ridiculous. And they're super efficient because they don't use their own security.
Right.
Don't use their own. They
use Securitas.
2 years ago, I went to Universal Studios. I went to City Walk, actually. We wanted to take some pictures in front of on the red carpet and stuff. Had to go through security to even do that. It was really quick.
That was weird because I've never heard of having to go through security for City Walk. That's something they
No, not for City Walk, but on the end of City Walk, like to go up to where the red carpet is in front of the ticket booth at Universal Studios. Had to go through security for that, and it was really quick.
Yeah. They haven't gone as far as having to go through security to even get into City Walk yet. But
No.
I don't think they will.
No, I don't think so. There's no need to.
No, they're not as protective as Disneyland is.
So
until there's an incident.
Well,
so that's what's going on right there. That's what we've been told.
They're also building permanent, as part of the new structure and the whole tram situation, they're going to build a permanent security system over there too.
Right. So hopefully we'll probably see that going up pretty soon. But
they probably just want it to match. They want the feel of what you're experiencing on the harbor side to feel the same as what you're going to experience.
Well, damn right it should
there.
match. It's like, it's stupid that they even. Yeah, I'm not going to get into a big old long thing about security because we've talked ad nauseum about security on this podcast.
Well, that's more of a design. What you experience is more a matter of design than the actual security.
Well, and we've talked ad nauseum about that too, about how it's ridiculous that when they built the new security down at the West End, that they didn't build a permanent looking one. Of course, now in retrospect, they're probably glad they didn't because then they closed it and then reopened it and closed it and reopened it, and who knows what the hell's going on at the West Side.
Are you hungry? Well, they are. It's time for Fat Time in the Parks.
Fat time, little Tim.
No, and Tim not little because Tim brought pizza today.
Hey, yes, I did.
Little
Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesar Pizza. They're not a sponsor. Anyway, Fat Time, and I had Fat Time with Mr. Knight.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last time it was Fat Time with Giselle. This time it's Fat Time with Mr. Knight.
Yes, and I mentioned to him that I never had a mint julep because I've never basically thought about getting one.
You never wanted to pay for one.
No, I'm not. That's not true. But so he's all, you never had one? I said, no. He said, it's on me. I said, I'm not going to complain. So anyway, so we went over to the mint julep bar, and there was a long line.
There usually is.
Especially
with seasonal beignets.
Well, there was a long line that went all the way around, down, going toward Haunted Mansion. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's
and
normal.
my first reaction was, I'm not waiting in this line.
That's my usual reaction.
And Mr. Knight just got in line. I'm like, oh, okay. So got in line, and it went pretty quick. It wasn't that bad. And yeah, the seasonal, or the beignet for Mickey's birthday was a cookies and cream beignet. So
was that there?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't remember.
That's why there was such a long line.
Yes, that's why
I didn't remember because that line can get pretty long just for the seasonal beignets.
We don't want no peppermint.
So, well, I mean, but there is that people that
that happened to be the day too, because I've gotten beignets because that's where they sell the beignets at the mint julep bar too.
But I've seen that line go down towards Haunted Mansion, and I've seen it go the other way down towards Pirates.
Right.
So, yeah. It just all depends on the day.
So yeah, I got the cookies and cream beignet, and Mr. Knight got me the mint julep, and I can't really compare it to anything because
what makes it a cookies and cream beignet? Is it
the
like
powder stuff?
The powder is like a cookies and cream.
Yeah. So they put the powder stuff
How
on
was
top.
the actual beignet compared to that one
It was the
that
same.
you had before?
It was the same. It
So
was,
maybe they actually finally got a better, either a better beignet cook or a better beignets recipe. I would just add that, obviously most of us would say that it's too bad that you never got to try the original mint julep recipe.
yeah, and real quick on that, Mr. Knight never tried it either.
Okay, so neither of you guys had anything to go by then.
Let
I
me-
have to try the new one because I've had the old one plenty of times.
All right, so here's the beignet.
Ooh.
It's interesting.
Beignets.
Well, I'm showing you the inside of it.
Right. Yeah, the inside is stuff inside.
Yeah, it's not hollow.
No, it's not supposed to be hollow.
So yeah, their second one I got, they made it the same. So maybe they did get someone who finally figured out how to make a beignet. But you know what? It's cookies and cream's pretty good. I like cookies and cream. It wasn't bad. The mint julep was really good. It wasn't as sweet as I thought. And it was funny because I took a picture of it, and Tim the Tech loves the mint julep. So when I sent it to him, he was like, what did he say? He said something like, get a mint julep, you something. Can't say that word. I was like, that is a mint julep. He goes, what? It's not green anymore?
Yeah.
So,
It's not green?
no.
No, it looks like green tea.
Let me show you. I got the picture.
They're kind of. It looks more like it's more of the color of a.
Lemonade. It
What?
looks like lemonade.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's like green tea.
I was gonna say it's.
What's the point of changing it?
Well, okay. I'll just a few things. It looks more like the color of like a mojito now.
Yeah.
Now, just a few things. The mint julep at Disneyland used to be bright neon green.
Yeah.
And the neon. It also used to be sweeter, which you probably wouldn't necessarily have liked if you liked that one for not being sweet.
That one would have been
You
too sweet.
probably wouldn't have liked the old one then because it was very sweet. Now, people who grew up only having mint juleps at Disneyland like me, and then going all of a sudden to New Orleans and then having a real mint julep put in front of you is like a shock to the system, to your whole
alcohol
way of being, because it does look closer to that. A real mint julep does look closer to that than the bright green neon that we grew up with at Disneyland, because it's basically like 90% alcohol.
Yeah.
And then there's some mint at the bottom, and I don't even know where the julep went. So.
Hey, dirty. No cherries. Dirty.
I know.
That's exactly what Tim said
Yeah,
too.
no
He
cherries
said, there's
there.
no cherry. So
Tied up with a little pirate sword. Yeah, that's I feel flipped off.
I didn't even notice that they weren't even green anymore, because I remember when Dylan was one of the first people to start complaining about the mint juleps, and I was just like, okay, well, I mean, they probably just changed the recipe, but going by that, it's completely different now. I don't know if they're trying to go with more realistic than what the old bright green neon one was, but I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, I liked it. It tastes pretty good. I'm wishing I would have had the old one to compare, but yeah, it was pretty cool, and I appreciate Mr. Knight buying that for me. It was pretty good, and we all had the beignets. I bought the 3-pack. I think he got a 6. I don't know what he got. Maybe he only got 3. I don't know. He was there with his girlfriend, and so I ate 2. I think. Yeah, I gave the other one Jose. And then Mr. Knight had one extra. I was like, no, I can't do that.
Actually, for a really good comparison for your reference, for the old mint juleps was basically the color of a Midori sour.
Yeah,
Heavy the Midori.
Yeah. Ooh.
But the taste was more like a Midori sour, heavy the sour.
Oh, okay.
Where it was.
I can go for a Midori sour right now.
I'm sure you could.
Good drink.
Yeah.
Russian apple.
Yes. Of course, that was just for that day, the beignet, but it was I guess it's the normal price of 50 cents extra or more compared to the regular one. I was just looking at the price on that. I was just 50 cents extra.
You know that powder costs extra.
Oh yeah. It's hey, there's 2 powders. It's cookies and cream.
I know, right? It's like for that price, they could have at least given you some damn dipping sauce.
Just like the peppermint, you got pepper and mint, right? No, does it work that way? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Mr. Day, we had a good time hanging out, chilling, and everything. But like I said, later on, I went over to DCA to get that sipper, and Mr. Knight wasn't done with that time because he was headed to downtown Disney and he wanted to go get something to eat. He didn't know what to get, and we said, "Hey, why don't you go over to the taqueria and try something there?" So I think he went there. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna go try that." He's never tried it before. He said he's been to the Taco Joe's and he's gotten food poisoning twice there.
Oh,
that's what he
dirty.
said.
Literally dirty.
I said, "Hey, if you got food poisoning once, that's bad. But if you got it twice, then that's your fault."
Shame on me.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, hopefully, I mean, I don't know if he went there or not to the taqueria. We told him to go try it out. It's pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure we'll be hearing from him about his food review.
Yeah, right in next week, Mr. Knight.
Well, actually, he already has another one from some other stuff.
He did say that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
when we were
so
together.
we'll see what he's going to be talking about on that one. So look forward to that. If you guys really enjoy his food reviews, it's going to probably make you hungry.
What else did you have?
Oh, you know what I had? Something that you had was the Mickey's Celebration Churro.
That's right.
I wasn't happy with mine. Well, I'll tell you why in a minute. But it was, what was it? Chocolate
churro.
Yeah, chocolate
with
churro.
Cookie batter and confetti, some of which was in the shape of Mickey.
Right.
And then it had red marshmallow cream dipping sauce with buttons.
Okay.
Which were chocolate, I believe.
And those were buttons, not pins.
Yeah.
Now, did you get buttons?
I did.
I didn't.
You didn't get buttons?
I didn't get buttons.
Oh, that's messed up.
That's why I'm not happy with it. So that marshmallow dipping thing was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Because it wasn't...
Oh, you're talking about the buttons that were supposed to be in the dipping sauce weren't in yours?
I didn't get buttons.
Oh, so you don't even know what they were.
Well, they were white chocolate.
White chocolate, like we figured. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't get the buttons, which I wasn't happy about. And I tried to...
Should have told them to give you some extra topping.
And just like the s'mores churro, they only put so much, like a third, right?
Yeah, that's what I was disappointed in that. But it was messy. It was messy to pick up.
And I was
because of all that.
But I went and told her, "Oh, you can go ahead and do it all the way." "Oh, I can't. I'll get in trouble." I said, "No, you won't." She said, "I can't do that." I'm like, "Well, whatever, you know." I go and I said, "Well, I was going to share this. How am I going to?" I go, "I can't even break it in half to share it."
Right.
You know, because I wasn't going to eat all of it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. What I was going to do was going to get that one and then get the other one, the birthday churro, whatever that one was called.
Yeah.
And I was going to share it, you know, so I can try it. And after that, not getting the buttons, not being able to, you know, break it in half and share it, I was like, you know what? I'm not getting that other churro. I don't even care anymore. So I was really disappointed in that. I mean, the churro was cool. It was good because it wasn't a chocolate dipped churro, you know, in powder. It was actual a chocolate churro.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I was like, oh wow, you know, they actually spent more money and got another type of
Well, it was
churro.
like the Maleficent one.
Okay, I didn't try that.
Yeah, the Maleficent one was that same chocolate churro.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty
So
cool.
all that was different was the topping. Because the Maleficent one was basically the s'more one. Well, no, the s'more was the graham cracker one.
Yeah.
No, it was that and the just the regular marshmallow.
I have a question. Is it even really a churro anymore if it's chocolate?
It's churro shaped. It really has the same.
But is it a churro anymore?
Well,
yes, because they do have places that have churros and have like chocolate inside. You have a few. Well, of course, that's Jack in the Box. But if you go to Jack in the Box, no, I was thinking about the Jack in the Box have the little churro bites and they have like the caramel inside or whatever. Yeah. Whatever it is.
Jack in the Box.
Oh, that sounds good.
Or ones that have that. What's that caramel stuff? That the cotija or whatever. Cotija.
Yeah, cotija is cheese.
Yeah.
No,
oh no, the other one.
No, coteja.
I don't know. I'm not Mexican.
The other one, the one that was on some of those other dishes from.
Yeah, the caramel.
Yeah, the caramel.
Oh yeah, the caramel stuff. Yeah.
That one, yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So anyway, I mean, it was good. I liked it, but I was just disappointed in that. What did you think? Did you like it?
The churro, yeah, I did. We managed to have everybody in my party try it.
Lick it and pass it. Lick it and pass it.
Yeah. Well, you know, my son.
Take a bite, see what happens.
He got it. But both my wife and my daughter tried it, and both of them liked it. The marshmallow cream makes it.
It was really good.
It's really good with it. It's so messy, though.
Let me tell you how good it was. When I was done with the churro, I had the little thing. He goes, lick it.
Yeah. He was doing that, too. So Matthew was doing that, too.
Would you rather have that one or the s'mores churro?
Ooh, that's a tough decision.
That is tough.
It's a different taste because it's chocolate.
Because
it's chocolate, yeah. the chocolate is different altogether. Tastes different than a
Which
churro.
is why it's not a churro anymore.
Well,
This guy over here, he's controversy with churros and Mickey Mouse. I mean, what the hell?
tomato. Come on. man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was really disappointed because I didn't get my buttons and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, he posted it on the MousePIRE page, and I made a comment about it, about what I thought about it.
I'll have to look at that. I don't think I saw that one.
I said that it looked like a turd with sprinkles on it.
Man, it was good though.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh no,
shit.
I said
It
although
was literally good shit.
my exact comment was although I'm sure it's very delicious, it looks like a turd with sprinkles on it.
Now let me tell you this quick little story while I was waiting in line for the churro.
About turds.
No, it wasn't about turd. It was about this little turd. There was this little kid, probably about 4 years old, and he was just crying and da-da-da-da. And I'm not one.
Go home.
Yes, I'm not one to stand kids, acting like that, crying and this and this and that. I want this, I want that. But it got to the point where it started to get amusing because I started to pay attention to what he wanted. He wanted his own churro. Dad was in line, came with the churro, and he's all, that's mine. I want it. That's mine. And they're trying to tell him, no, you have to share. No, that's mine. So that right there, like, yeah, this kid's fat because he wants it for himself. He thought, this is mine. And he was sitting there crying and just like,
I tell you, white people
throwing a tantrum, how'd you know? and
entitled.
exactly. Throwing this big tantrum, and it was just, to me, it was amusing. I thought his mom was doing a very good job of trying to say, no, you have to share, being calm with him, not getting mad, and trying to give him five across the eyes, because that's what I would have done. But she was really calm. Dad came over, tried to say, do you want to share this? And I know a lot of dads who are dicks and will say, be a dick to their kid. But he was like, do you want to share this? No, I want it. And then the mom said, just go ahead and leave, go over. So he went over there and she was dealing with him. So I thought, hey, you know what? Good parents here, just trying to say you need to share. He didn't want to share. He wanted it all to himself. I don't blame him, but I just thought that was pretty amusing.
Dirty.
All right, so Dan had some more fat times. What did you try?
Yeah, I had the watermelon lemonade freeze at the Hungry Bear. It is, watermelon lemonade freeze, and it's topped with whipped cream and watermelon glitter sugar.
Ooh.
It was so good.
Now, that's the one I wanted that day.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any more funnel cakes. So I couldn't.
Oh, right. That's what, I remember that.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I wanted to try that really bad, and no, I couldn't because they didn't have any more funnel cakes.
So it's just a part of their menu, so I mobile ordered it. And when I got there, they had everything but that. And they said, "Oh, we wanted to ask you if you wanted whipped cream on it." Well, it comes with whipped cream, so I was like, "Well, yeah." They said, "Okay," and then they told me, "Oh, it's still mixing. It's going to be about 5 minutes. Like, do you want to come back for it?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I bought it." So I took my food down, got all our stuff except for my lids because there's no lids. Went back for it, tried it. It's sometimes watermelon can be overpowering in a drink. And this one's not. You can taste the watermelon, you can taste the lemonade, and it was so good.
Oh man,
I want another one. I only had a little bit because I told you what would happen. I told my wife ordered it. And I said,
Right.
and I only ordered one because I knew if she didn't like it, I'm gonna have to end up drinking this thing. But it turned out it was really good. So I'm definitely gonna go back and get my own because it was just that good.
Yeah, I need to try that.
All right, so speaking of some desserts, over at Jolly Holiday, presumably through December, I would imagine, they will be having some Mary Poppins treats, and you will also be able to get a Mary Poppins spoon.
Is it full of sugar?
I don't see any sugar in it.
It's probably castor oil.
I can't tell if it's, I'm guessing it's probably fake metal-looking plastic. What do you think?
Yeah. Huh.
Fake metal plastic.
Looks like it's made of chocolate.
It is basically looks like Mary Poppins umbrella with the parrot at the end, and it looks kind of like one of the those those novelty spoons, like you go to like Mount Rushmore and you get a spoon.
Like I was this lousy spoon.
Yeah, it's like one of those. Now you can buy that crap.
You can buy that crap.
You can buy that crap.
Like that fitting perfect.
You can buy that with the purchase of any item, and you can get in there at $7.99, and there's a limit of 5 spoons per guest per transaction. But there's no minimum purchase, but you have to at least purchase one item to be able to get the spoon for $7.99.
Soda.
Now they do have 2 desserts that are also Mary Poppins themed. They have a Mary Poppins chocolate cake that is just your standard like chocolate cake.
Is it flourless?
It doesn't say flour.
Oh, I don't think so because I see the flour on top.
Yes, there's a literal flour.
I was going to say,
on top.
is that the Mary Poppins connection? The flour on top?
Yeah, probably the flour on top. It doesn't say. It just says Mary Poppins chocolate cake, and then there is a Mary Poppins trifle, which is layers of pound cake, mixed berries, raspberry jam, pastry cream, vanilla bean chantilly,
Lane?
and then is finished with
Place. Got a pretty face.
and then is finished with chocolate flakes and a silhouette of Mary Poppins on white chocolate.
I would try that.
Yeah, I actually knew someone once who made a really good trifle, and trifles are really good and they're yummy. And yeah, this one looks really good.
You have it there?
Yeah, hold on. I was going to show. There's a picture of the trifle. There's another picture here that's the side view, but it's not as good. Just shows you how tall it is, if anything. Now, the trifle is $13.99.
Whoa.
But it comes with the Mary Poppins spoon.
Right.
So
right,
each of these desserts is high priced. They're both $13.99, but they both come with the Mary Poppins spoon. Now, it doesn't say if there's an option just to get the dessert without the spoon. So basically, you're looking at that if you want the dessert, then you better also want the spoon.
Now, can I get another spoon for $7.99? Oh, yeah, because I can limit 5.
Yes, because I assume that because that counts as a purchase, that you would also be able to purchase up to 5 more spoons at the $7.99 price, along with either the trifle or the chocolate cake.
Subject to change.
Right, subject to change, of course. And yeah, so these are, as far as we know, only at Jolly Holiday, and well, we don't know how long they're going to be around till. One would presume until at least when the movie comes out on December 21st or hold on,
Middle of December.
December 19th, when it opens on December 19th. It says it's a limited time, but like I said, a presumably limited time until at least the movie comes out. So cool. I don't know when that started.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Hey, so those hotel people at the people at the hotel are going to be happy again.
Yeah, they are, because buried down here in this article that Disney Parks blog post.
Yeah, you know how we always telling you guys how Disney Parks blog likes to bury stuff in the bottom of articles.
So this article is 4 fabulous ways to enjoy the holidays in the downtown Disney district at the Disneyland Resort. And they're giving you all these things you can do, shopping and eating, getting fat. And down here it says, Starbucks, try the sugar plum cheese Danish, a caramel brulee latte, or pick up a pound of the Christmas blend espresso roast. Then it says a second store location is coming soon to the downtown Disney district across from the Disneyland Monorail station.
Now, across from the Disneyland Monorail station, that is nowhere else but where it was before. It would
Right.
have to be. So
Right.
why not just say in its former location at the west end of downtown Disney? Why do they got to be like, blah, blah, blah? Why don't they just say blah, blah, blah?
Anyway, so yeah, I guess that Starbucks location is coming back to downtown Disney.
Yeah, so that's yet another one. Called it that we had to figure that one was coming back.
Now, they're still saying that AMC is coming back.
Are they?
Yes.
Well,
Not Disney, but
I mean, all those other things that I had said, we were all rumors. I mean, we're hearing again rumor that AMC is still going to Garden Walk, even though we had heard that they had pulled out of the deal with Garden Walk. So, I mean, until we hear something from Disney, it's all rumors and speculation. So, I mean, because, we had heard that rumor not long ago that I had relayed about AMC not being able to go back to downtown Disney because of the deal with City Walk. So, who knows what's true and what's not and who nobody cares about. Tim looks perplexed. What's on your mind?
The Garden Walk is there's the rumor is what now?
AMC we're talking about.
Oh, just the movie theater. There's signs up over there saying that they're. Have you been to the Garden Walk
No.
recently?
Nobody goes to
So
Garden
I was
Walk.
at Garden Walk
Except when they park you there.
maybe 3 weeks ago with
Why?
some friends from out of town. We went to Fire and Ice, which was actually really good.
Okay, I mean, if you went there for something specific, not
Yeah,
just-
no, we went to Fire and Ice.
nobody
which
goes there
is-
just to walk around.
If you have friends in from out of town and they're asking you to take them out somewhere, I highly recommend Fire and Ice. It's a buffet style price, so you pay once and you get access to their it's like a giant walk. Basically, it's a flat top walk, and they make everything from burgers to hot dogs to like Chinese style stuff.
So let me get
So
this
it's a
straight.
buffet.
So let me get this straight. You walked
You walked and walked,
to
walk.
You walked to the walk to get a walk.
Yes.
Okay.
Nonetheless, upon leaving, we saw signs up that the AMC was like just before you get to House of Blues. There are signs up AMC movies 8plex coming soon.
Okay. I mean, because we've heard different things. Originally, we heard he was going there, and then we had heard rumors that it wasn't that deal. Something had fell through. So now, obviously now we're hearing it's going back. So I mean, if it is going there, it's taken an awfully long time. I don't know.
Could those signs have been from when it was originally there?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it is
It is Garden Walk.
So I mean,
I don't think so. In fact, that wasn't an AMC though. That was a 4DX.
well, no, he's talking about from before when they first announced the AMC was going to go there.
Oh, who knows?
Because didn't they announce it was going to go there like literally right after it closed at Downtown Disney, right?
So, is there a rumor that it could be coming back to Downtown Disney?
Yes, that's what he just said. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what he was saying. Is that now they're rumoring? Now they're rumoring that it's going to. I'm making up new words. Now they're rumoring. That's the act of
Rumoring.
making rumors.
Here's the thing, though, is that they could very easily, if the chairs have not been ripped out and the screens are still intact, then all they have to do is bring back in the projection equipment.
Well, yeah, I've been saying for weeks when you weren't here that they don't even need to make it AMC. They don't even need to brand it. Why not just make their own brand?
They could. I mean, if all they have to do is buy the projection equipment and play whatever they feel is worthy of. I'd prefer for it to be an AMC because I have that Stubbs A-list
Well, yeah,
thing,
absolutely. But
in fact,
I
I'd go
mean-
to a lot more movies probably if they had that there, just because, every time we want to leave, okay, well, let's go to a movie.
yeah, I could see that. I mean, yeah, I definitely wouldn't affect me as much. But I mean, because I was saying that it should be like they could make it a El Capitan Jr.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you know what Junior would love? Candy canes.
Ooh.
So just reminder.
Wait, why did I say ooh?
I don't know.
I hate candy canes.
So
Blah!
starting this Friday, candy canes will start into play over at Disneyland and California Adventure. So this Friday we have at the Candy Palace. Get your candy cane there. Posted all the dates on MousePIRE medias and everything like that. If you want to check that out and want to know what dates to go, head over to MousePIRE Facebook. You can check out the dates there. Don't forget you need to be there when the park opens, and head over to either the Candy Palace or the Trolley Treats in DCA. Get a wristband, and then you'll come back and pick up your candy cane. And they're $14, $15 around there, and there's no discounts. And that's about it. So that's on Friday. Starts on Friday. Hurry and get there and get your candy cane.
I remember lots of people were blocked on Friday.
Good. More candy canes for unblockers. I'm making up words.
All right. So this past weekend they had what was called Destination D. We've talked about it before. They just for who gets to go to that crap? Just people that live in Florida. I mean, is it just like? Is it for pass holders? Who's it for?
D23?
It's D23, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why it confuses me because we don't get one over here, even though D23 is obviously here. I guess it's because it's like a D23 Expo Light
Yeah.
or like
Only one day.
It's
isn't
like
it?
extra light.
Extra light version.
I don't want to
Yeah.
argue this, but didn't we have one here 1 year?
Destination D.
Yeah.
It could be.
I think it was at the hotel.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, then I don't know. Then I don't know what the big deal about it is, but they do have them all the time in Florida. Famously, a year ago, no, not a year ago, I think it was the beginning of this year or whenever it was. No, it was earlier this year. They had the Destination D where they gave out those cards. The 2 Destination Ds where they gave out those trading cards for Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, right.
Remember they had the one at the end of last year. They gave out the trading cards. And then they had the one again, I think in April, where they gave out the other trading cards, which if you had all the trading cards, it made a giant like map or image or something on the back. Well, once again, this Destination D, they've had more, revealed more little tidbits about Galaxy's Edge, straight from the horse's mouth, or the Chopek's mouth, so to speak.
Hey, I got a pronunciation of his name is Chapek.
Oh, it's not Chopek?
It's Chapek.
Oh, okay.
The A is A.
Oh, okay. I would say Chopek because there was a something to do with sci-fi and some about robots and the first use of the term robot was from like a novel or something by a guy named Chopek.
Oh, okay.
That's why, and there's an episode of Futurama where they go to an all-robot planet called Chopek 6, and that was a reference to that.
Oh, got it.
Or something like that. Anyways. Yes, and we got names.
Don't call me names.
Well, your name is Diggs.
Oh.
Or Daniel. Or hey, Daniel.
Hey.
Or Daniel-san. Or your name is Dan.
Or Daniel. Or Daniel-san.
Well, most people
Been called all the above.
Most people just call me Jerk.
I got a real quick story.
Jerk.
My best friend.
Don't call me late for dinner.
My best friend's dad called me David's son.
Oh, really?
Because I was the son of David. My dad's name is David, so he called me David's son.
The names of the attractions for Galaxy's Edge have been revealed in little short videos, which I don't even know if we should bother playing these videos because
No, I don't think so.
There's not really anything in them that you can listen to. Just some sounds and noises and stuff. But the Millennium Falcon ride, the aforementioned just Millennium Falcon ride or simulator ride or whatever we're calling it, is now called, well, it's not now called. The official name is Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And it says that Bush gets behind the controls of the most famous ship in the galaxy in one of 3 unique flight crew roles. Now, that is an interesting thing because up until now, I thought we were under the impression that the Millennium Falcon was going to have like up to 5 people, I thought. The fact that it says 3 unique flight crew roles. Now, does that mean there's multiples of one role? Maybe
or
there's
if they
like,
cut the number down,
or if they cut the number down because of the issues I had said on the podcast before about they were having computer issues. You know, since they were using computers bigger than the Pentagon, apparently,
right.
that they've had to cut down the number to 3. Now, problem with that is that back when we thought it was 5 or 6, the Millennium Falcon ride was going to present a huge throughput problem, and that was going to translate into huge lines for it. If they've now cut down to 3, but yet kept the same amount of ride cabins, that's going to make it even worse than what it was. That basically equals out to saying that the limit on a pop was going to be 2, but instead you say it's 10. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll just have to see if there's something to that saying 3, or if maybe there's 2 navigators and 2 something or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. Now the second attraction, which of course we've always just been referring to as we're just calling it First Order Battle or something ride. That is going to be called Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. That, of course, is the one that's going to be in the middle of an epic battle between the Resistance and the First Order. It says, as you can see from the video, which you're not seeing, you should definitely go check out that video. Did you post those videos?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. As you can see from the video, if you watch it, the video was actually shot inside the actual attraction. All I gotta say is that if that is the inside of the actual attraction, it looks awesome, and I can't wait to be inside of it.
I did post it.
I did. I can't wait to be inside of that just to take pictures. I just want to be able to go in the queue. It's like that's gonna suck that you're gonna have to sit through all that just to take pictures, but It'll be interesting later on once the lines start to die down and you can't even go into part of the queues. But and actually, this is the first time that they've actually mentioned that there will be integration with the Play Disney Parks app, which we don't really talk about, and I don't even know if anybody uses.
I tried to use it the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it had trivia on it before that. I don't see anymore.
Yeah, they used to have trivia on there. I don't know if they've switched out the trivia for more attraction things, because I know they have added more attraction.
Yeah, they've added more attractions where you can get those like stickers.
Yeah, they've added more activities than before. Now, yeah, like I said, they most likely both of those rides will have interaction with the Play Disney Parks app, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. And then they also revealed, we had announced quite some time ago that John Williams was going to be doing music specific for Galaxy's Edge, and they did reveal a little bit from the scoring session for that. I don't know if we should play that because last time we played Star Wars music, we got in trouble with copyright issues on YouTube.
Yep. Dirty.
I think what I might do is maybe just play a couple bars from it just to give you guys an idea of how it sounds. And then, at least that would be easy enough for Tim to have to cut out or at least put something else. I don't know. So let's just check out a couple.
So if you don't hear those bars, you will hear silence.
I just want to say that hopefully that won't be enough to get us in trouble.
I was just going to say that's probably just enough to get us in trouble.
I know, right? I want to say that considering that, it's not very Star Wars to me. It's definitely attraction. It's definitely theme park.
It's very,
sounding,
very attraction sounding.
But it's not. I don't know if it's not Star Wars. I want to know where it's going to be because we've discussed in the past about whether whether there's going to be music playing.
Area music.
Yeah. And I want to know where this is going to be. Is it going to be in the area where it's going to kind of, because it counter immersive to have this kind of music playing in the background when, you wouldn't be walking around someplace like Black Spire Outpost to have this kind of music playing in the background. Is there a band following me around or something?
Know. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
I know,
what they were doing back then.
Who knows? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Actually, one of the most interesting things about the video is the little fly-through that they do of the land itself. Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, did you not watch it because you weren't interested in the music, or would you want it to be surprised, or?
No. I just didn't get to.
Okay, because like I said, the most interesting thing about this video is not just the fact that it's showing the scoring session, but is another one of those little fly-throughs like they did that time with the drone. Well, there's another little drone fly-through integrated with the video of the current state of Galaxy's Edge, which is actually the most interesting part of it and actually showing how complete it is. And there is a little Easter egg that you can already catch, and I think it's very, very funny. Now, in that video, they're doing the fly-through, and did you see the video that, along with the new theme for Galaxy's Edge?
I did.
And you saw that they did another fly-through with the drone.
I may have missed that part, actually. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Okay, so would you watch like the first few seconds of it, and that was it?
I watched one whole video, whatever they had on that video.
Okay, then you didn't watch the video that you sent me. Because the video you sent me with the music, the John Williams music of Galaxy's Edge, there's fly-throughs.
I thought that was just an article.
Oh, no, there's a video.
Oh, well, then I'll go back, dig that back up.
Okay, so you didn't actually watch the video.
No, I thought it was just an article.
Oh, no, yeah, there's a video that plays the actual music. They're actually showing the scoring session for the theme, and you actually get to hear what it sounds like. We just played a little bit of it, but we can't play any more because...
Something like dun, 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 dun.
Actually, not at all.
No? Okay, cool.
Actually, not at all. If you want to hear it, you'll have to actually go watch the video because we can't play anymore because we don't want to get in trouble with YouTube.
Oh.
So...
I was just assuming it would be sound like Star Wars.
Actually, it doesn't sound anything like Star Wars. It does later on, but like I said, you guys really should watch the video. But like I said, there's a fly-through, and there's an archway with some Auerbesh on it. And if you actually take the time, which somebody did, to decipher the Auerbesh, it says Savi and Son Salvage. No? Nobody? Now.
I was gonna say Sanford and Son.
It was obvious reference to Sanford and Son Salvage, which is what it said outside of their building.
Oh, that's cool.
So who knows what other kind of little Easter eggs there will be. I'll be walking around all of Galaxy's Edge with my Auerbesh dictionary, or not dictionary, but my little Auerbesh guide, and I'll be like writing it down, and I'll be deciphering everything in there.
That's not on Google Translate yet.
No, it should be.
I know if you can figure it out.
I mean, there's a whole app on how to speak Klingon, so there should be. Yes. So if there's a Sanford and Son reference inside of Galaxy's Edge, who knows what else there could be. There was a whole bunch of announcements at Destination D about Walt Disney World, if you're interested in Walt Disney World, since we never got any emails saying yes or no about including more Walt Disney World news. Well, we're just not going to at this point until you guys say otherwise. But there was a lot of stuff revealed about a lot of cool stuff at Walt Disney World. A lot of cool shows, a Beauty and the Beast sing-along thing, a new some sort of spectacular over at Epcot, gondolas, and all kinds of cool things. But so at Destination D, finally, for us here at Disneyland, they announced we've been talking about how next year there was going to be the whole Mickey birthday thing, the unimportant birthday thing was going to extend into next year because, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Not.
Well, it's the same as people have their birthday month.
I guess.
He's just old enough to have a year.
I know.
Okay.
Although it should have been this year.
Oh, well.
But so starting in January 19, guests will be invited to the biggest celebration of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. I think it's very interesting that they're being very specific to include Minnie Mouse in this.
They did in the parade too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's
it is her birthday.
It is her birthday, but it's also Pete's birthday.
Yeah,
and well, I haven't heard a damn thing about Pete.
He gets no love.
I know, huh?
Doesn't even get a leg.
Hey, you say he has no leg to stand on.
That's right.
So Mickey and Minnie Mouse in Disneyland will be getting the biggest celebration in Disneyland history. Get your ears on. We'll celebrate the beloved Mickey and Minnie with exciting new entertainment and decor at Disneyland Park, plus limited time food and beverage offerings, of course, and festive event merchandise, of course. Here's how we'll be celebrating.
Right.
And probably the stupidest name that Disneyland has ever come up with. No, there's probably been worse. The Mickey's Mix Magic. The night will light up at Disneyland Park with a new high-energy projection show celebrating Mickey Mouse and creating a family fun dance party atmosphere. State-of-the-art projections, lighting, and lasers will transform Main Street USA, the water screens of Rivers America, and the facade of It's a Small World into a colorful, dazzling array of sights and sounds with quote-unquote DJ Mickey spinning dance-tastic twists on favorite Disney melodies. On select nights, Mickey's Mix Magic will go sky high when the show is enhanced with the addition of fireworks. Mickey's Mix Magic will debut on January 18th. Now, this goes along with some of the rumors we've been hearing about fireworks and them trying to tone down and maybe eventually do away with fireworks. The fact that they're going to be doing this daily, but there will only be fireworks included in this show on the weekends. So that goes along with some of the stuff that we've been hearing.
It might have to do with some political stuff as well. The constituents in Anaheim or what the representatives are supposed to represent, not just the business interests.
Well, first of all, this is stuff that's been brewing a long time. Number two, as far as the constituents in Anaheim, they can go screw themselves. Disneyland was there way before anybody that lives in Anaheim currently.
That's true.
So, as far as I'm concerned, Disneyland has first come, first serve when it comes to rules in Disneyland. If you didn't like it, you shouldn't have freaking moved there.
I'm
Well,
surprised we
that's
haven't
true.
seen an article in the OC Register about who won the elections and where they stand as far as Disney.
I know, huh? Although they might
I
have,
would
and we
be
just might have
curious.
missed it.
Maybe they're still counting because, like, in my local area, that dirty ad that I showed you
Right.
about that guy, the way he tried to use the passport, he's currently losing.
Well, as far as I don't know anything
It's
about
not official yet.
I don't know about the city of Anaheim itself, but I mean, we
Orange
do know
County.
that Orange County, for the first time since 1940,
yeah, flipped.
Huge upset.
Yeah.
completely Democrat. So there's lots of different political considerations. Yeah, like you said, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. We also got confirmation of something that we've been talking about that we heard rumors of for a little while now, and that is Soundsational is returning. The popular parade returns with a rockin' new opening to kick off the party. Mickey Mouse will now lead the way in a new larger-than-life opening inspired by the classic Mickey pole toys.
Pole toys?
That's what I said. Now, real quick before I go on, Mickey wasn't in Soundsational before?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was at the beginning. He's playing the
float.
drums.
Then why is it?
He has a new float. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, bigger drum set.
I know, but I read another article that made it sound like Mickey was joining the parade or something.
No, he's the lead float.
It's the wording is bad on some of these. You know how it is.
Is this Soundsational at DCA or at Disneyland?
No, this is Disneyland.
But what about the Pixar Play Parade?
That's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Been over.
Officially retired?
Bye.
No,
I don't know.
Going back to retired.
it's just over for now.
Oh, okay.
Xbox Soundsational was over.
Right.
It'll be back.
Chippendale will arrive with a giant celebration cake as Mickey leads a whimsical musical procession of Disney characters. Mickey's Soundsational Parade will return to Disneyland Park on January 25th.
So, mental note, Park will be busy that day. Got it.
Yeah, I haven't actually. Let me see.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, January 25th is a Friday. January 18th is a Friday. So it's interesting that they're not bringing both of these things back at the same time. They're
I will
kinda
be there
staggering.
on the Thursdays to watch the
The soft opening.
soft opening.
Right. As far as Soundsational, I'm sure I'll see pictures of the new float, but the Mixed Magic, I'll watch it at least once, probably. Well, at least it'll open on a Friday, so at least we'll get fireworks to kick off the first day.
Yeah, I was thinking about going that day.
Otherwise, if I don't make it, then I'll go during the week, and I'll be like, okay, well, I don't need fireworks, I guess. Now,
Hey,
during...
just bring a lighter.
Oh, right.
It's not like
Now-
you can sneak in your own fireworks anymore.
Right.
Anymore.
What's anymore?
God, it's hard to even get a good laser pointer in these days.
Now for
Or a selfie stick.
Valentine's,
Ooh.
to celebrate the love of Mickey and Minnie during
Aw.
Valentine's month, Disneyland Park will feature lovely festive Valentine's decor, including a new Mickey Mouse flower portrait on Main Street, USA.
Hold on, but are we going to have special?
Wait, what does that mean? Oh, the thing in front of the okay. So the flower thing will
Flower
have a new Mickey, and then guests may also partake in Mickey and Minnie Valentine's surprise. Wait, guests may also choose to partake in Minnie's Valentine's surprise, a special scavenger hunt experience in Disneyland Park.
And special food options?
Once guests have purchased a commemorative map and stickers at select merchandise locations, they may search for the hidden Valentines that Mickey has. I didn't see this before. Sorry.
So this is like the Easter egg.
Yeah, I was gonna
Basically,
say.
it's just a carbon copy of the Easter egg
Well,
hunt.
what's
Just
the prize?
okay, I'll read that one line again. Once guests have purchased a commemorative map and stickers at select merchandise locations, they may search for the hidden Valentines that Mickey has left for Minnie she didn't leave them for herself. That Valentine's that Minnie has left for Mickey around the park. Valentine's month at Disneyland Park kicks off January 22nd through February 18th.
Yeah, but what's the prize? Like you buy
The
the
prize
map.
is Minnie's heart.
Oh.
Are you sure it's not Mickey's
Look,
fart?
they're telling us something that's happened in February. You really think they're going to give us details now?
I want to know.
You're lucky that they're even telling us that they're doing this.
But I want to know for sure.
Okay. Now, getting to finally what Dan was saying. Food, beverage, merchandise, and more. Specialty food, beverage, novelty items, and merchandise will be available for a limited time, including classic Mickey and Minnie shaped foods with new festive twists, include exclusive get your ears on themed treats and Valentine's inspired specialty items. In addition, limited edition celebration merchandise will be available for all ages, including apparel, pins, plush, and of course Mickey and Minnie ears. All right, so we got another trailer for Dumbo. This is probably going to be the last one, since that, well, the last regular one, since that comes out on March 29th. There'll probably be something else like around January or something. I don't know. I'm guessing this will probably be in theaters with Wreck-It Ralph or Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Already? Oh, because of tomorrow.
This trailer you think they'll put with it?
Well, this trailer came out 6 days ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as being in the theater, I'm guessing that it will be with Ralph, most likely. We haven't really heard anything else that was going to be with it. I've been kind of disappointed with the trailers that have been with movies lately. They're all ones that always come out right away. So it's like you already see it online. Seeing a trailer with a movie is not really that exciting anymore because you don't not expect it.
Right.
The only excitement is seeing it on the big screen. That's really the only excitement. But I was really disappointed when I went and saw whatever it was. I think Nutcracker, and they had the old Dumbo trailer. Yet this one had just came out, like literally the day before. But yet they had the old Dumbo trailer with it. I was like, that's stupid. So anyways, Dumbo.
Welcome, baby Dumbo. We're all family here, no matter how small.
You have something very rare. You have wonder. You have mystique. You have magic. Wow! Come with me. Together, we can soar on an elephant's wings.
What's happening? Where are they taking her?
Take Dumbo back inside.
But she's his mom. Do something. He needs us. Look at me. We're gonna bring your mama home.
He doesn't look like magic to me. Your children need you to believe in them.
You can do it, Dumbo. Show him. Fly, Dumbo. Fly. Baby of mine.
All I gotta say is Timothy J. Mouse.
It really gets to you. And Timothy Mouse there in the beginning. If you watch the trailer, he doesn't really say much, but
Well, I don't know if he's gonna say anything. Probably not. But
he might not.
I'm just glad to actually see him get a little shout out in the movie. We'll see if there's any crow shout outs.
Do you think Dumbo will talk at all?
Probably not.
Hope not. I hope not.
I don't think Dumbo will talk at all. I don't think Timothy Mouse. I don't think any animals are gonna talk.
Yes.
Well, that sucks.
And there definitely won't be any racist crows.
When does the movie come out?
We played
It comes
it.
out March 29th. All right, a few weeks ago, we announced that Ralph's Breaks VR will be coming to the Void in downtown Disney to replace Star Wars. I assume that that's probably closed already.
Okay, real quick, they're actually going to be doing both.
Oh, are they?
So what they're going to be doing is one day you can schedule a certain date for Ralph, and the other date will be, for Star Wars.
Oh, so they have both discs in
yes,
there.
both discs will be running.
It's a double disc.
Different times.
Okay, because we had wondered about that, and then Dan had kind of had some 2 cents, and you didn't think that it was something they could do because we haven't heard of them doing that.
No, but that means that whatever the setup is for Ralph is going to be the exact same formatting as the Star Wars one.
Right.
I think Ralph is only 2 people instead of doing it's a different format.
No, that's fine. But I mean, all your
this says Ralph is teams of 4.
Okay.
Rooms that you enter and interactions are going to be the same setup as the Star Wars one.
Right.
I find that to be interesting too, because some of the stuff in the Star Wars thing, like the R2 droids, are there. So I mean, I guess that's just as much as moving it out of the way.
I guess we'll have.
But it's an actual physical thing you can touch and look at without your goggles on.
Oh, we're talking about the actual game in Downtown Disney.
Yes.
There's a Wreck-It Ralph version.
Yeah.
Starting.
That's what he's talking about.
Starting tomorrow, actually.
Oh.
Starting tomorrow as when we record this podcast. That's why I said that. That's why I'd asked if the Star Wars one was done. But I'm assuming that since they're going to be doing both now at the same time, it will not be. It says that in teams of 4, guests will break into the internet with Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope Von Schweetz, disguised as characters from the film called Netizens, to play the newest, coolest video game ever.
That sounds cool.
And that starts on November 21st, as I said, which is tomorrow for us, which is yesterday for you guys. So that means by the time you hear this, it will be open already. And they are now already taking reservations for that because, of course, as of when you hear this, it will already be open. So they are now taking tickets on that.
Dan, when's that available?
Okay, well, so it looks like it is about every other day. It opens tomorrow and it goes all the way through the 26th. They take the 27th off, the 28th and the 29th is back on, and then it looks like it's for the month of December, mostly Sundays. Sundays and Tuesdays, it varies. The calendar's all over the place.
Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday? Yeah.
No, not even that. I can't even tell you that.
Somebody in the comments says the booking for the Wreck-It Ralph only goes as far as January 6th.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they asked if it'll be available after that date, and nobody answered them.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if it's something's popular, they'll probably keep it running, but...
Yeah, it says Secrets of the Empire will continue to operate, but with a specific schedule will vary by location.
What's up, Dan? You want to go break the internet?
The creators of the new animated experience have a few surprises. Ralph Breaks VR introduces 2 new locations, the Dunder Dome and the Pancake Milkshake Diner, in addition to a new antagonist named BEV, which stands for Built to Eradicate Viruses. And the writer of Ralph Breaks VR is one of the co-writers of Ralph Breaks the Internet, Pamela Ribben.
So, kind of want to do it. Just to see what it is. Because now I'm very interested in the fact that it's going to be in the same setup as the Star Wars one. So I want to know if, having done the Star Wars one, knowing you watched it.
Over here! All aboard! Aren't they precious?
Surprise! We're taking you into the internet. There it is, Gamer Stream. Welcome to Thunderdome. Just start pushing everything you can see.
Hurry, guys! Don't panic.
Hey, anybody? Help me! Oh!
Alert! Virus located.
Ah! Creepy eyeball! Get off me, you stupid kitty bunny!
Prepare for immediate termination.
Uh-oh! Security drones! We gotta go help him! Let's do this!
Ah!
Sorry I interrupted you.
Wow.
The video. I noticed that there was a trailer with it, and I hadn't seen that before. I don't know if that was released before. Was it? Was that trailer released when they announced it, or is that new?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like I was saying, I do kind of want to check it out because I want to see if because you walk certain ways and enter certain rooms and stuff. I just wonder if it's kind of the same.
Now the trailer makes it look like some of it is you're just standing there and like you're throwing things, like you're playing a game. Like when they're playing in the part of the trailer where they're in the Thunderdome, it looks like they're just playing like Space Invaders.
See, but that kind of
like
makes sense
there.
because at some point you're stopped and you're shooting and stuff.
So it would be just like that thing.
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
So it probably, if you were to have Secrets of the Empire memorized as far as the route, you would probably have this game memorized.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second time I did Secrets of the Empire, I didn't do all the stuff. I let the other people that I was with who hadn't done it do it because I knew what to do. Yeah, there's just certain points where you can pull a lever or just whatever. Yeah.
So we'll just have to see how things work out as far as what you were talking about, how you have like things like the droids that are actually there.
Right.
So we'll just have to see how that works.
And
it might be things that they could take out and
well, that's what I thought. Maybe
or,
it's wheeled out or something.
Especially if you say that maybe it's certain days. Like if they're not doing it in the same day, it's easy enough to just break down and reset up. But if they're trying to do it all in the same day, that might make things more difficult.
If I see it right, it's just a bunch of black boxes.
Pretty much.
That are
I lifted my goggles up when I was in there to kind of get a gauge of what space I was in, and the guy was like, "Put them back on." But I mean, they're not going to make you.
No, and there was a guy standing there, huh?
Yeah, but he was standing there watching us, which is kind of creepy.
Well, yeah, because I went the wrong way at one point, and he was like, "What are you guys doing here?" He goes, "Go the other way." Oh, oops.
All right, so if you guys haven't got your tickets for D23, well, you guys are going to be paying more.
Yeah.
Already.
It is the early bird special is already done. So now you will be paying for a 3-day ticket $249, 1-day ticket's $89. The kids 1 day is $185.
So
the kids 1 day is $69, and the kids 3 days is $185.
So 2 3-day tickets is $500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you about the service fees and the shipping costs.
Clearly.
Service fees is $7 and $9 to ship. Does it make sense?
That's not as bad as Ticketmaster.
Does it make sense to charge $9 to ship the little paper?
Something that cost them, even first class mails, $266 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Well, I don't know why. I mean, they're just making money on it.
So
money.
Well, no, hold on. Those prices that you quoted, the $249, whatever. That's a non-gold member price, which there was no discount for that anyway.
Right.
So what was your price?
That's it, because I'm not a gold member.
Oh.
I'd have to buy the gold membership for $105 to get the early bird discount.
Yeah.
I'd have to spend $105 in order to get the discount.
Speaking of D23, I just have a little. I don't know if you saw this earlier, that D23 posted that they were going to be doing D23 member screenings of Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And they posted it, and I immediately, even though I'm not a D23 member, just out of curiosity, I wanted to see what cities they were in. I immediately clicked on it, and like I said, I clicked on it immediately, and the closest one was in San Diego, and it was already sold out. And I clicked on it immediately. D23 screening of Mary Poppins, which is this
early
coming up this next week, like almost 3 weeks before the movie even comes out, which is really awesome. You've seen a partial work print version of the movie.
The only thing that didn't have was a little bit of the final animation.
I'm pretty sure that there's probably going to be the movie will probably be different than what you saw. You saw it way too far in advance for it to be even close to being a final cut. There's probably going to be a lot missing, if anything,
from the
special
final
effects.
Because how long was the print that you saw?
Oh, I don't know. 2 hours.
It's probably not going to be that long.
I mean, I'm just guessing. I didn't time it.
Yeah, it was probably over 2 hours. You probably saw like a 2 hour and 20-minute version.
Well, that's cool.
Which will probably be cut down to probably like 190 or something like that. So I can almost guarantee there's probably at least 20 to 30 minutes that you saw that probably will not be in the final movie. So that's kind of a cool thing. It always reminds me of when that work print for X-Men Wolverine Origins came out. I still have it someplace. where it was the work print. It was released all over the internet, and
It's like a lot.
It was before. It was way before the movie even came out, and it was like the whole entire movie just without the special effects.
Yeah,
movie
I
didn't
saw.
have a
I
lot of
saw
special effects
a print of
by comparison.
I saw a print of Revenge of the Sith without sound
Before
effects.
before the movie.
Yeah, without sound
Wow.
effects, and it was freaking horrible.
What?
You don't realize how much sound effects make a
Oh, yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
But so yeah, I just thought it was really, really weird that they yeah, San Diego was not only was it the nearest, but it was already somehow or another already sold out. And then the next nearest screening was in Las Vegas. And then either Phoenix or Sacramento were probably Sacramento was the next closest. And then Phoenix.
Here we have a guest.
Whoa, is that Tim? The Tim that we've never met?
Oh wow.
Whoa, by their powers
Another
combined, the two Tims meet. It's gonna blow up the universe.
Done.
I wish you'd have told me I would have had another seat ready.
Oh no, that's cool. He was Tim the Tech is joining us because he's dropping off some microphones.
Whoa.
He's donating to the cause.
Better than $3.
$3. So Tim the Tech's here dropping off some microphones, coming off from work. He had a rough day today. I just want to say real quick that Tim just uploaded episode 151, and he put some cool Christmas graphics on there. It's pretty cool. You guys should really check that out. Even though if you already listened to it, go to YouTube, check out 151. It's really cool. I watched it today. I watched the beginning. The Stan Lee tribute thing we did, really cool. You should see the pictures we put up on there. You have to watch it. We talked about the soapbox, Stan soapbox.
Right.
And I have actually some of the letters on there.
Nice.
So you guys should check that out. It's really cool. Don't have to watch the whole thing, but at least watch the beginning. And I like the transition from that he says, you know what I like? Christmas. And then the curtain drops, Christmas tree. And it's really cool. So check that out. Tim does a lot of work, and we appreciate what you do, Tim. We really do.
We appreciate you very much for definitely not getting paid. That we know of.
Pretty sure no one's getting paid.
Yeah. Sure, don't make any money either.
So I was just talking about that. Those D23 has had a screening released for Mary Poppins, and literally, I clicked on it right after they posted it. And they showed the nearest one for San Diego was already sold out. I'm like, how does that even happen? How does it sell out, like, literally right after you click on it?
Well, that was just like when I was trying to get the tickets for the Mickey Mouse special, the birthday special, and I sitting there trying to click, and it's already sold out in 2 minutes, but no one got on. So,
hey, you lucked out.
Why?
You talking about the ABC special?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
in the long run, it worked out for you.
Yeah, I guess.
No, that happens with everything. Elizabeth.
I still believe that they never actually gave tickets for the.
I agree.
To D23 people.
You know what? I have some friends who were there that I just found out they went. I'm going to ask them. The Disneyland twins were there, so I'm going to ask them if they how they got their tickets.
I just don't see them letting any old yahoos that they can't guarantee are not going to wear nice suits or tuxes to that sort of thing.
Oh, I know a lot of people that couldn't go then.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's like they're not going to let just because from what I saw, everybody was dressed to the nines there, and if you can't dress nice, they're not just let anybody go. So yeah, so that one for San Diego was sold out, so that would have been out. So that would have erased a repeat of our what was it, BFG? We went down to San Diego to see.
Yeah.
The next closest was Vegas, which of course would have recreated our driving to Vegas just to see. Jungle Book.
But that was fun.
And then the next closest after that was Sacramento.
Is that the No Jacket story?
No.
Time?
No. The No Jackets was back in 96.
Oh, yeah.
It was like back in 96.
Yeah.
No, then the next closest was Sacramento, in which we would have recreated our road trip to Sacramento to see Aladdin.
You don't want to go to Sacramento right now.
No. Wait,
No.
why?
The air quality.
Oh, right. No. Happy New Year!
Again?
Yeah, well, what do you mean again? Well, I did mention it earlier, But no, actually, this does apply because we have gotten some. I know it's not even Christmas yet. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
I know.
Well,
geez.
it'll be Thanksgiving when you listen to this.
But I was talking about New Year's last week, so.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember. But we actually got some New Year's news. Over at the Disneyland Resort, you'll be able to go to the Napa Rose at the Grand California and have New Year's Eve there. Over there, they'll have an early dinner extravaganza or a late dinner and dance party. Book a reservation between 5 and 6 p.m. on December 31st. Bring the entire family for a memorable New Year's Eve early dining experience complete with Chef Andrew Sutton's fabulous 4-course wine country feast. Pamper your palate. Enjoy all kinds of festive decor during this early seating. During the late night dinner party beginning at 8:15 p.m., you can also partake in some unforgettable fun with a reception featuring live music and champagne.
That is late.
Champagne.
8:15.
I know, real late.
Later, get you into the park.
Oh, even later at 8:45 p.m., you'll be invited to take a seat and treat your senses to an amazing Napa-style 5-course tasting menu. You can even pair your tasting experience with a flight of world-class wines. And for dessert, it doesn't say what time that'll be, but you'll be able to enjoy the unique sugar piñatas served with I guess. Served exclusively at Napa Rose. Once dinner comes to a close, pick up a party hat and party favors and hit the dance floor for a countdown to midnight and dance the night away until 1 a.m.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Right? Let's get this party started.
And there's a video.
Right.
There's actually a video here about how the sugar piñatas are made. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that would be? Is that like something not Mexican? Is there another piñata besides a piñata that we know of?
What I heard through that whole thing was bring the whole family to drink wine. That's what I got from that.
No, if you would have been listening, the family part was only for the evening part,
and then there was
then there was the late dinner party, which mentioned
wine.
nothing about bringing the family.
You didn't even get into the park for that price? No VIP?
There's not even a price.
Wow. That's probably already sold out.
I don't know.
So does it include park entry?
What? No.
There's no park entry for it. It's
Why would you need
Napa
park
Rose.
entry? It's not in the park. But anyways, so yeah, if you want to have New Year's over there at the Napa Rose, be prepared to probably pay.
Yeah, it's not going to be cheap.
I don't know how bad New Year's would be now compared to a couple years ago.
Well, I know it's going to be with one less person than it has been for every year for I don't know how many years. Because Diggs, for the first time in how many years?
It forever.
Will not be going to Disneyland for New Year's Eve.
No.
What?
Because something way cooler has popped up.
Yes.
Is there a Kiss New Year's concert?
No, that was
that's February.
Oh.
I'm going to Ozfest.
That's on New Year's Eve?
It's a special Ozfest on New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, who's playing that?
Ozzy's not playing.
Oh, yeah,
Ozzy's didn't he do his final?
Ozzy's playing.
Marilyn Manson, Jonathan
That's who it was.
Davis.
And Rob Zombie.
Oh, yeah. Rob Zombie, Jonathan Davis, and Marilyn Manson are the
Where's it
three.
at?
Forum.
Forum, yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous Forum.
Yeah, I came across that one day while we were podcasting, actually, and I
really
told
hate
him
that
about
venue.
it, and I'm like, hey, I think I just found the
acoustics in LA.
I think I just found the first thing that'll ever get you away from Disneyland on New Year's Eve. Because, like, seriously, when was the last time you didn't go to Disneyland on New Year's Eve?
I was sick.
What
I
year?
did.
Okay, no, I believe you. When was that, though?
I don't remember.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
It was like in the last 10 years or
Yeah.
longer? Okay.
Because I know I was sick and I couldn't go.
I just know that I remember us going to New Year's all the way back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's a long tradition that I know
Broken.
that I kind of gave up, because I just, I dealt with it a couple times. I was there that one New Year's where I had shorts on the whole entire night, and it was like the coldest New Year's ever. And but I did have a big jacket. But yeah,
It wasn't a little coat.
It was not a little coat.
We don't do little coats around
You
here.
could have bought like 2 separate sweatshirts and wrapped them around your legs.
My legs were not that cold.
Oh.
That was a whole year. I actually didn't even own a pair of pants that year.
I don't think I own a pair of pants now.
He's trying to be like Winnie the Pooh.
Well, I thought we're like Christopher Robin.
It's time for the mail?
It's time for the mail.
Damn,
Yeah.
the mailman.
I'm here and I'm usually last.
Oh, well. He's here. He's here.
All right, our first email is from Wreck-It Rachel.
Ricka.
And her subject line is R.I.P. Stan Lee. Hey guys, a sad week losing Stan. I've never read comic books, but I sure do love those movies. And of course, without one, there wouldn't be the other. He had an amazing life. I hope they put some sort of memorial for him in Marvel Land. Hey, that's a good idea.
Make a cameo in some of the rides.
You should have like a statue.
Some sort
or
of
something.
statue or something. I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, statue. We should add it to Guardians.
Hey, like that.
They could, since technically he is part of the Marvel Universe with being a Watcher, agent of the Watchers.
Right.
So
That's a good idea.
yeah.
She wants to know, what is your favorite Stan Lee cameo? Speaking of cameos.
So many. They're all so good.
I haven't seen all of them.
I haven't either.
I bet there's a YouTube.
Oh, there's several
Something with all of
compilations.
them, yeah.
There was already several compilations of his cameos. Now that he's passed, there's 50 bazillion more compilations of his cameos. There's even memes of like screenshots of every single one of them.
I was talking with somebody recently about this, about how we thought that there was that they've advance filmed a bunch of cameos.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 years ago, they filmed 10 of his cameos all at once for upcoming movies, and they still haven't used all of those yet. So he is for sure 100% in, at least going to be in the next Avengers movie. Past that, we don't know for sure, but I'm almost positive that there's probably still at least 2 or 3 more maybe Stan cameos that we still have yet to see. But as far as favorite, I mean, I saw a couple of the old school ones going back to like X-Men movies.
Yeah, that's a couple of the
stuff
X-Men
like that
ones are
had
great.
some really funny ones.
He's a delivery driver in one.
Well, that was in one of the more recent ones, Civil War, I think it was, had him at the end. He was the like the FedEx driver. But Spider-Man, he had the one cameo when Green Goblin attacks. That was really good. Him in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's standing there in that one scene with the 2 women.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
She said hers is her favorite one is the one in Deadpool where he's working in the strip club.
That's funny. What's that one? Is one of the newer Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans when he's in the library and all that stuff's going on behind him.
Oh, right. That's
That
what they
one's
keep
really
showing.
that one's the one that everybody shows.
Yeah.
That one's really funny.
You know, I was watching The Walking Dead this week, and Chris Hardwick, on The Talking Dead, last week's episode gave probably the best shout out to Stan that I've heard anybody say. And he said something that really, it got me thinking that this man literally has touched billions of lives with the things that he's created. And not very many people that are still around or were around today can say that.
Right.
That something that they've created has literally touched billions of lives. Even the kids who've never seen a Spider-Man movie might still have worn a Spider-Man costume for Halloween, or,
even if you never know who Stan Lee is,
you
you'll
don't know
always
who he
know something that he created,
Yeah.
or had a part in creating.
And kids for generations will.
Yeah, exactly. Just real quick, did everybody see the PG-13 Deadpool trailer?
Yeah.
That's the best thing ever
funny.
with the Princess Bride reference.
Is that Once Upon a Deadpool?
Yeah.
What is that?
You didn't see the trailer?
No, I know. I have seen
supposedly
caps of it, but I don't know what it is.
Supposedly, it's Deadpool 2 edited for PG-13.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
That's what they're saying it is.
Speaking of Deadpool,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a whole nother movie that they made just from like the shit from the cutting room floor.
I love that they are showing love for Humphrey.
Yeah,
that's right.
Those were
like that guy.
Those were some funny cartoons. And you know who's showing some love for Humphrey? Tim the Tech.
Uh-oh.
Check out last week's podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm down to do that. Are they still doing that button thing?
Yes.
I'm down, dude. I'll do it, and then I'll just go get in the dryer.
Okay, she said those were some funny cartoons, and not a lot of people know who Humphrey is. When I was watching Cars 3 and Mater started singing the Humphrey song, I was cracking up, and I think I was the only one. People looked at me funny. I would absolutely take some pictures of my Thanksgiving cake. Yes, cake. Why don't you send us some? The outside won't be as fancy, but I'll get a cake picture as well, or at least try to. Yeah, she says it might get eaten super fast. The other thing I'm making is cranberry sauce. That's not very exciting, so I won't take a picture of that. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day full of food, friends, and family. The 3 Fs. Gobble, gobble, Rachel.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
Exactly. All right, thank you for your email.
Thanksgiving will never be the same unless they bring the that funnel cake back to Disneyland.
I thought you wanted Survivor Series back on Thanksgiving night.
That too.
All right, next email is from Giselle the Gazelle. Thanks to Dan the Mailman.
That's right.
Our subject line is, I would walk 500 miles, and then I walk 500 more.
Just to see the man who walked 5,000 miles. Wait, they walked 1,000 miles.
Be there at your door.
To drop down at your door, yeah.
Hey, brothers. Hope you heard the song in your head when you read my subject.
Well, do my headphones because Tim was singing it. Yeah.
I really did walk like 1,000 miles this week, or at least that's what it feels like. I am reporting live from Disney World this week.
Woo! Yeah, no invite.
I almost forgot.
TFDI.
I almost forgot. Thanks so much, Dan the man. I would have been so embarrassed if I didn't send my email.
You're welcome.
I got here Sunday. We did some Magic Kingdom that night and only stayed about an hour or two. This castle at night is amazing. It's like a frosty wonderland of magic that I want to live in. These lights are straight up beautiful. Takes my breath away every time I look at it. Yesterday we spent the day at Animal Kingdom, and boy, did we have fun.
We saw pictures.
It's nice and cool now, and so much more comfortable than it was last month. We love this park because my sister loves to look at all the animals, and I love all the trees and plants. They also have a rainforest cafe that we always eat at for lunch or before we go home.
Yeah, you posted that a little while ago.
2 strawberry mojitos, please. We can walk straight from the park to the restaurant since they have a separate entrance and a bar between the two. Pretty cool. Today we were in Hollywood Studios and got lucky and scored some fast passes to the new Slinky Dog Dash in Toy Story Land. This ride was awesome. The most awesome thing about it was walking past all the 175-minute line of people.
Suckers.
Exactly. This line was crazy. It started at the very front entrance of Toy Story Land, and about every 50 people, there was a cast member making sure everyone was staying in line. No thanks. Anywho, we'll catch up with you with more next week. We do Epcot tomorrow, and I'm mentally preparing for all the food I'm going to eat. Talk to y'all later. G. P.S. The Disney World app is amazing, and I wish that some of the features on this would work at Disneyland, and I wouldn't mind using magic bands over there either. Just saying.
What are the features that's what I want to know.
Yeah, me too.
What are the features she wishes we had?
Next week, Giselle, you got to
there you go.
Chime in on that one.
That's cool. All right. Thank you for your email, Giselle the Gazelle. Looks like you're having fun over there without us.
Yeah, dirty.
It's through.
That's all right. We're having fun here.
Are we?
We had Little Caesars Pizza.
Yes, we did.
And Powerade.
and barrels of chug. Or wait.
Whoa.
What is this?
Whoa.
Giselle is probably too young to realize, but her da-na-na-na-na-na was on the soundtrack for a movie called Benny and June. That's how old I am. I remember that.
Is that movie really that old?
Yeah, that was the movie. That song was on the soundtrack for Benny and June on all the commercials.
I'm trying to remember.
I remember because I was like in junior
Isn't
high.
that like in
I was gonna say yeah.
And I
like
thought I needed to meet a girl and take her to a romantic date.
Yeah, it was probably about 93.
Yep.
All right, that's all for the emails I have here.
No mas emails?
No mas.
Dan, live email.
Live email?
We're
What do you
doing
wanna
it.
say? Stanley, R.I.P.
Yeah.
I was more of a DC guy, but everybody knew the Marvel characters.
Same.
You knew it. Stan Soapbox, the No Prize, Excelsior.
I forgot to make a No Prize reference.
A No Prize, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets that one.
I got it in Excelsior. I got it in Enough Said. I got it in Stan Soapbox. I completely forgot the No Prize.
It was a big thing when you won a No Prize.
Yeah.
You got absolutely nothing. Again, went with Diggs. Mr. Knight, Jose at Meet Up at the Park was a lot of fun. And security lines were unbelievably bad. I didn't tell this story earlier. I'll tell it now just super quick. I got up there, and right when we got dropped off at the bus, my son's like, I have to go to the bathroom, Dad. And I was like, oh, man. On an ordinary day, it wouldn't have been a problem. Just, okay, let's go through security and go. Nope, this wasn't going to happen. I even asked, do you guys have a non-bag check? Because I was going to leave my backpack in his backpack with my wife and daughter and just go through the line. And they were like, yeah, but that line's really long, too. Only other option is to go across the street. So I walked across Harbor into the Denny's, which was packed, too. Took him to the restroom, walked back, and they'd moved. I had moved a little bit. All told, how long did you guys wait in line outside?
I don't even know. It wasn't too long, but
No, it was probably about 20, 25 minutes we waited in line. And they redirected all this stuff. I think we got off on the better side because I had to cross over. I had to be crossed over by a CM to walk across the street because there's no street access on the side where the buses pick you up, which is where they dropped us off.
right.
And
You got lied
those
to.
lines were, huh?
I said you got lied to.
Yeah. Had to walk across, and those lines were ridiculous. We got the better end of the deal on that side.
But you walked down to the Denny's instead of just going directly across to the IHOP?
The IHOP was really, really busy.
Really?
Yeah, so I just walked over 2 more storefronts and went to the
Oh, no,
Denny's.
it makes sense.
I thought about it because I saw the IHOP and I was like, oh, go in here. Nah, it's way too busy. So the rest of the day doing our stuff, mobile ordered my food like normal. Had a good day. Had a good day either way. We always did. Waited about 20 minutes in line for Star Tours, about 20 minutes in line for, what did we get on? Small World, 8, Haunted Mansion. Took my picture in front of the tree. The line wasn't long for that either.
Wow.
It was not a long line to get a picture in front of the tree. The line with the 90s sign, that would look like the birthday button.
Right.
We love the 90s.
Huh?
We love the 90s.
We love the 90s. Yeah.
Vanilla Ice is in that.
As we record this, it's Tuesday. I'll probably head to the park tomorrow night just to go. I haven't been to DCA yet. I'll probably go on that side, check that out. Probably close the
Yeah,
park
I was
down for a
like,
little bit.
he was like, I'm going to go on Wednesday. I was like, oh, yeah, the day I have to edit.
Yeah, but it's a holiday weekend. So I'll probably go with my brother and do that. Buy my D23 passes.
Or
Pretty much all that's going on.
just give the memory card to Tim over here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he wants more work to do. Other than that, try to catch over the weekend sometime. Catch Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I'm going to try to see that as fast as possible.
Me too. Oh, thank you for your live email there. All right, thank you for your email, Giselle the Gazelle and Wreck-It Rachel.
Where you at, Michael? What
I
theme
know,
park you at today?
dirty.
Michael is probably still in SeaWorld. I don't know where he is.
He's inside SeaWorld?
Maybe I don't know.
Got a new job.
All right, so if you guys have any comments, questions, tips, or your own tip of the week, or you want to ask some questions about anything, or you want to know what's going on in the parks, what to do is email us.
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
Do you have a special occasion coming up? Looking to personalize your trip with a keepsake? Create customized buttons for birthdays, engagements, family vacations, even bridal parties, or just because. Check out buttonsbydiggs.com today. Buttons by Diggs, Buttons by Diggs. Remember, those are buttons, not pins.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the MousePIRE podcast. We appreciate you taking your time to listen to us fools talk about everything.
He got it right, fools.
Exactly.
Happy New Year.
April Fools.
Wait, I was stuck in a loop.
Hey, it's Valentine's. That's what it is.
Oh, right.
We talked about Valentine's
Like,
Day.
wow.
Already talked about Valentine's.
Like,
Everything but Thanksgiving.
I mean, yeah, it's not enough that Halloween just ended. We haven't even... Thanksgiving's this Thursday. Christmas is still a month off. We're talking about New Year's, but then we're also talking about Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
It's like, man, this is the first time, the earliest you've ever probably talked about Valentine's Day.
No, next week we'll be talking about St. Patrick's Day.
There you go.
I mean, although we were talking about Veterans Day as well, or
Oh, yeah.
Memorial Day. We were talking about Memorial Day as well. So
Wow.
I mean,
And
we're-
President's Day.
it's like, damn.
Hey, you know what? It's summertime already. So,
Cue,
yeah.
cue Will Smith.
There you go. So, hey, don't forget this Friday, you can get your candy canes over at Disneyland at the Candy Palace. So,
You're a candy cane.
Thank you. Make sure you're there at park opening. Get a wristband. And where do you get the wristband? What do you think? At the Candy Palace. That's where you're going to go. And then Saturday, I believe it's over at DCA at Trolley Treats. And you will have to go over to Trolley Treats and get your wristband there. Don't forget, if you need the dates, head over to MousePIRE on Facebook, and all the dates are listed there. And only one per person. And if you're lucky enough,
Subject to change.
everything's subject to change. But if you're lucky and didn't get them, or you didn't get a wristband, they might have them later in the day. So check there about 5:00 in the afternoon. They might have leftover candy canes, right?
If people could only see all the head nodding that goes on here.
Yeah, I know, huh? So, and they're how much are they? And they're not $85. They're how much?
Is it like $16?
Okay, so about $16.
I'm just guessing.
16, 14, 15,
Yeah.
16. And there's no AP discount, no
Not a
discounts or anything like that. So that starts on Friday. And if you guys are interested in getting those, hurry up and get them.
If you're into the secondhand racket, you can stand on the corner by the Emporium. If you have like 6, and just barter them.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Just see
So-
if you can trade them for Funko Pops or
So if you guys have like
whatever.
if you guys have a couple of kids, just there's your limit right there. Take your kids and you all buy one, and then
You just look for Tim, and he'll trade you whatever you ask for.
I would go to get these candy canes, except that they're peppermint.
Because
If
they're
they
candy
had a-
canes.
You should be getting them to barter.
Candy canes should come in a fruit flavor, like cherry, as well.
like the Skittles ones they have,
yeah,
Or like
Starburst
those-
ones.
Or like
Starburst.
those, I always talk about those green and brown ones that used to come in the C's. I think it was like a chocolate mint or
chocolate
something like
mint.
that.
Yeah, like
sounds
Andes.
horrible too.
No, those
It's like
were
Andes.
great. Yeah, they were like chocolate mint. They were so good.
So don't forget that this was it today or tomorrow, whatever. Ralph Breaks VR is open. Check it out. Go grab some tickets online, and you guys go and do that. Email us and let us know how it was. What you think of it?
Hey, that's them taking the money out of my wallet.
Oh, okay, yes, because Tim's gonna go and check that out and give us a report, and probably
Yeah.
Dan and yeah.
Right, and don't forget, not only is Ralph breaking the VR, but he's also breaking the internet in theaters.
Today.
Today,
You
already out.
Saw it. Some of you may have already seen it.
Probably. I will hopefully have already seen it.
Wait, yeah, well, I will have already seen it too.
Hopefully by the next episode, I probably will have seen it.
Right.
And me too.
Yes, make sure you guys get over and get over to DCA and go over by Grizzly Peak and check out some snow that's in like a 5x5 little square, and you might enjoy some snow. If not, then wait until next year and come back to DCA and go see Captain Marvel when she flies into the park for a meet and greet. Stay tuned for those security blah 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 at the thing, and they'll be done eventually, probably next year. 3-day tickets. If you know about those, you'll be getting them.
Good job, Anthony.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. That's it. Bye. Don't forget, if you haven't gotten your D23 tickets for the lower price, well, it's too late. Too bad.
But you know what? I got my tickets last night.
All right, so if you're unsure about anything and whatever and whatnot and so forth and la 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 la, you can check out the social medias. MousePIRE on Facebook, at MousePIRE on the Instagram and Twitters. MousePIRE on that snappy snap chain thing. And then these people.
Me?
You're fresh.
I am Tim Fresh One. Facebook. That's all I got.
He's the only one.
Good.
Just like Tigger.
Danzig77, DANSZIG77 on Twitter and Instagram. Extraordinary Culture Podcast, iTunes, and all the other places you get podcasts.
Did you just have to look that up?
No.
Okay, because you were looking at your phone as you were reading that, so I thought you were looking it up.
I know what my Twitter handle is.
Oh, so you're multitasking.
Multitasking.
All right.
We don't do that here.
I was doing math at the same time.
Oh, whoa. You have to leave.
Bye. Oh, too soon.
Who are you again?
All right, you can find me on Instagram at Baloo1313. Also follow Buttons by Diggs on Instagram. There you will see your button orders going out. Hey, head over to dgpclothing.com and guess what? We're having a Black Friday sale.
Oh, what?
Yes. And you know what? I was trying to figure out what to do. I can either do option A or B or C, but you know what I'm going to do?
$3 version?
No.
All of the above?
I'm doing all the above.
Oh.
So we'll be doing a
Super sale.
20% off all orders.
What?
You'll get free shipping on all orders $10 or more, or you can pick $5 off orders of $20 or more. So whichever one suits you, there you go. DGPclothing.com. All you have to do is check out our Facebook, and you'll see the link there, and you get all the coupon codes, and you can get some shirts and decals and all the above. And yeah, pretty cool.
Ooh, those fresh AP decals.
There you go. So check that out. Also, head over to patreon.com/MousePIRE. Help support the podcast. Give that $3 Michael the Mail Guy special. And yeah, help us over here because every time there's something going on that we need help with. And once again, thank you, Tim the Tech, for donating some microphones. Appreciate that. And
thank you for Tim the Tech for standing around and watching us. For the
yes,
last
he's
hour.
watching us. And what else? Is that it? I think that's it.
And until next time, remember, it's perfectly okay to celebrate every birthday like it's a big deal. Mickey said it was okay. So for B. Arthur, Harvey Korman, and Jefferson Starship, I'm Anthony.
I'm Tim.
I'm Dan.
I'm Diggs.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And Black Friday.
We're doomed.
Are we still doomed?
Blip, blappity, bloop.
This podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Audio, sound bites, and other clips are property of their copyright holders. All original stuff is ours and property of MousePIRE.com.
Which way is it going?
That way. Not in front of the castle, though.
So he, I don't know.
Bring the whole family to drink wine.